This
Rich the Kid reportedly sued for $25,000 in unpaid hush money, accused of paying a woman to keep pregnancy a secret from fiance Tory Bricks. So he went the opposite of the Trump route.
promise to, yo, I'm so like, okay. First off, ladies and gentlemen, and those who do not ascribe to the gender binary, and welcome to another episode 93. We in this bitch. With that being said, we gotta niggas gotta. I don't even know where to like. You have to have some level of integrity in your treachery. I know it sounds crazy.
Integrity in your treachery.
I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, bro, you can't cheat on your girl, get someone else pregnant, promise to pay her hush money, and then not pay her. This is crazy. Like, that's what I mean by integrity in your treachery, bro. Like, if you're gonna do some filth, at least try to keep the filth a little clean. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's
No
like
honor amongst thieves no more. Yeah.
basically. Basically, that's all that this is. Like, how do you promise? And it's 25 bands.
You got that. You got maybe he don't got that, but he
No,
should have that.
no, he should have. Bro, sell a watch. Stop playing with me, yo.
But that's my watch, yo. I don't value this woman. I'm not about to
Okay,
spend.
okay.
I'm not about to sell one of my watches for somebody I don't value.
Well, I'll tell you what. Considering that Rich the Kid then ended up getting robbed, and there were a lot of rumors that it was his girl at the time that had something to do with it. It starts to make a little more sense, don't it?
I mean, those were rumors, like you just said.
I
Was there
understand.
any
I
confirmation
understand.
or anything?
However, this part is not a rumor from what I'm seeing. Now, mind you, I don't know if that woman has paperwork to confirm she was pregnant, all of that stuff. I don't know. I don't know about none of that. But I do know if someone's suing you for $25,000, especially when you're who you are. Whatever they say you did, you did that
Yeah,
because they could have.
25 is a specific amount. She could have been like 1.3
Right, that's
million.
what I'm saying, and then
You want
settled
like
out for the
2 million.
money you owed her. But nah, no,
You
no, no,
want that
no.
exact amount. That's
She,
yeah.
bro, you promised me 25 bands. I had plans with that. I was gonna get the BBL for 11, and then like I had plans with this whole 25, bro. Give me my money, yo.
So this hush money, there's a lot of questions in this because was this paying for the abortion and to keep quiet, or was this just paying to keep quiet? Because if you had the baby, why would you keep quiet? First off, I wouldn't have kept quiet anyway. That's a guaranteed check from a millionaire. That's child support.
Yeah, but you have to understand the issue with child support is that there has to be a child.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, did she
No,
have?
but that's the issue though. Like I understand, like if I truly was fully into like I want to drain this nigga of all his money, yeah, maybe that makes sense. But then it would require me to have a kid. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
I
what I'm
don't
getting
want.
at. Yeah.
I
Like
don't want
I
that.
would much rather think about it because now I'm getting a $25,000 bonus for nothing. I would much rather prefer that than like you said, maybe I can get $60,000 a year, but then I have to have a kid. Like then I gotta have the baby. Like, bro, I'm totally cool with what should have been a one night stand turning into a $25,000 check. I'm totally cool with that. Give me my check and I'll get the hell up out of here.
Like
I'll
put
get
it like
right
that.
up
Yeah.
out of here. Like, no, I don't want to live in a world where I have to then take care of the kid and then I had to deal with the media circus and all of that other nonsense. And plus, I think, and again, maybe this doesn't apply to Rich the Kid, but I think niggas are getting a bit more treacherous or devious in how they hide their money. So when it comes to these cases, these niggas will sit up here and they'll offload every asset they got. Now suddenly my mama own everything. My boys own it. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like you look at his assets and be like, damn, Richard Kid got $16. Like,
That's why 50 Cent
like
been broke his whole career.
you see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we knew he had it. This nigga gonna show up to court in a smart car and shit. Like, yo, he's really a sick nigga for that.
That's just hilarious though. Showing up to court in a smart car, bro. You know damn well, bro. You know.
Especially because at the time, smart cars weren't cheap either. Like, it's not like they were super cheap then. Like, they were just small and tiny. Like, but them things were still like 15 bands. Like, bro, that's a used. That's a lot of money still for a nigga who claiming he broke. But again, I guess not too much. But It's just, bro, you gotta have integrity in your treachery, yo. You have to. You really do, because it's like, and I
It
love
sounds
it
like a
because
church sermon. You
it,
got to have integrity in your. Say that again for the audience.
say it with
Turn to
me,
your
Chris.
neighbor
And
and
say,
say, "Neighbor."
you must have integrity in your treachery.
Mm,
Now we're gonna
let that
start from
sink
the
in.
we're gonna start from the book of Luke. Like, but but like, I'm so serious, because it's like, bro, like, just pay these people, man. Like, especially when, like, what I'm saying is, when you're in a situation to where this can be so much worse than what it is, because that 25,000 probably wasn't even a number she came up with. You probably told her that number,
Yeah, you threw that out there thinking, okay, yes,
and she was probably like, "Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah, I'll take that." And then instead of just paying it, you kept dragging that along. Bro, I got you. I'm gonna get you, bro. Chill out. Why are you bugging? Why are you tripping? You don't trust me? No. You cheated on your girl and got me pregnant, and now you're not paying me. No, I don't trust you. like, like, pay me my money, bro. But this is, I mean, this is just. Listen, I don't know where you pulled that headline from, but sensational reporting.
I'm just doing my journalistic integrity.
um, but you know what? I think it's a great transition to one of the topics we did have on the agenda, right? Speaking of integrity and your treachery, we have got to talk about Dylan Brooks and the wrong way to play the villain. Because this is a man who, again, like, put it this way, right? When
This
we
is a
talk about
boy downgraded,
when we when we talk about
derogatory.
he said boy racially racial connotation. uh, but like, when we talk about Draymond frequently plays this role, and listen, Draymond said it himself. I think there was a quote where he was saying, look, it ain't fun, ain't nothing about this shit fun, but like, when you play this role, you can't run from it. When you pick this
You got to
this
go
this
all
this
in.
path,
That's
you
you.
can't run from it. You can't run from it. And so that's my real issue with Dylan Brooks, right? Because for those who don't know, and I'll slip into the NBA real quick
China.
and get this out the way. China. But for those who don't know, right? Dylan Brooks is a member of the Memphis Grizzlies, who were playing the Lakers, and the Lakers beat them last night by
Right.
40 fucking
What
points.
was the exact number that Dylan Brooks said? I don't expect nobody unless they give me 40.
And then they lost in a elimination game by 40, which is hilarious.
Man,
Now,
it's
and the
almost
funny
like
thing
a
is,
juke.
to his credit, Bron, well, besides that 2020 game, Bron never gave him 40. But
It
it
seems
doesn't
he did.
matter, stupid. Yeah, exactly. You got 40 overall. They beat Memphis by literally, like, exactly 40. Exactly 40 points, which is
God's
perfect, which is
plan.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I remember reading the headline, it was like, Lakers obliterate Grizzlies.
Obliterate.
Like, dog, Santi Aldama was the Grizzlies' leading scorer. Santi Aldama.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
John Morant 3 of 16. Desmond Bain 5 of 16. Dylan Brooks 4 of 11. Oh no, minus 23, minus 31, minus 30, minus 28, minus 24, minus 16. Nobody on the team was a positive contributor.
Because everybody was that defense was just crazy. It was getting clamped up.
Meanwhile, Brian was cooling 22, 5, and 6 on solid shooting. That nigga was just cooling out.
You don't
Him
need to
and
go
AD.
when
AD
AD
had
at
16 and 14 with 5 blocks. He was cooling.
14 is crazy though. That's crazy.
14 boards is nuts, but 16 points, 14. But that's a Clint Capella game. He was cooling. His ass was not hooping. But this is what I mean, because after game one, he had a lot to say when they won that game, right? After game two, he sure, he still, look, he was still talking after game two. He was talking before these games. First off, let me back
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
He was talking while when he found out they was just facing him. So when the Lakers won game one, he still was talking. And then when they lost game two, oh boy, he was running his mouth. He was talking crazy, like, yeah, and
I'm
then
gonna poke the bear.
this nigga proceeded to offer radio silence for the remaining, what, 4 games of the series. I was like, bro, you can't do that. You
Yeah,
can't
you
do
gonna
that.
talk trash, you gotta double down. Look, I don't give a fuck if we lost, nigga.
Like,
Shit. I ain't lose, my team lost. You gotta say some wild shit. You gotta be You gotta be crazy.
But my thing is like, think about the people. Think about the Pat Bevs, the Draymonds. Like these niggas will talk, and they'll like even when they're lost, they're gonna get
They
out there and
still
they're gonna
gonna
tell
talk.
the truth. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there and tell the truth. Like, yeah, we got out hustled tonight. Da da da, boo boo, bro. They outshot us tonight. Look, everybody get their game, and they showed up tonight. So kudos, hats off to the Lakers. They did what they had to do. Um, da da da. But it's just nasty to watch this nigga run from the smoke that you lit this on fire, started the smoke, and then now you want to run from it. Like that's the part where I'm just like, yo, this is super nasty work, dog.
I saw a
Super
video
nasty
earlier
work.
today. Somebody put together a 3-minute clip of Dylan Brooks doing the quote unquote walk of shame, ignoring press people. 3 minutes
Uh,
straight. To have three
mm-mm.
minutes of avoiding press is crazy.
Yeah, nah, no. It's crazy. I'll tell you what, we're gonna see Dylan Brooks. Oh, hold on, I gotta make sure. I was gonna make a joke. I have to make sure the people I'm about to, yeah, they are Chinese. Okay, thank you. That nigga about to be performing in Shenyun. You know what Shenyun is?
I don't know.
If you went from Jersey, you know exactly what Shenyun is at the Prudential or the NJ Pack. You know exactly what Shenyun is. He about to be performing in that shit. They're the world's premier classical Chinese dance and music company. Remember I talked about them?
I've
Remember
never.
that funny logo that looked like that thing? Like, I don't want to say the word, but it looked like the little the swats
The
that shit. Yeah, it looked like the swats. I guess I'll repost it real quick so you know what I'm talking about. But he about to be performing for these niggas. Yeah, that's where Dylan Brooks is at, bro. Like as you said, China.
I
That
love
nigga
how
about to be in China.
China is just like is China the best overseas basketball team?
No, it's not.
Why is that every time a nigga is asked, it's immediately China? Why
Uh,
not like fucking Croatia or I don't know, they got a Yugoslavian
yeah,
basketball
there's
team.
like there's EuroLeague. There's like and I think Spain and all of them are part of the EuroLeague. There's a bunch of leagues. They have Australian leagues. They have all types. ABL, I think, is the Australian Basketball League. Like, I mean, mind you, the ABL is where who played in the ABL? LaMelo Ball played in the ABL. There's more niggas who played in the ABL, but like that's the funniest part. That I don't know. I don't know why. I just think it's just because the Chinese jokes are funny. Like it's just niggas is just like ni hao, like konnichiwa, like niggas. Yo, the Draymond clip of him saying it out there, Konnichiwa. That shit kills me. Which is so funny because Konnichiwa,
I was like, Draymond, you know that's Japanese, right?
Konnichiwa is not even Chinese. It's not, but that video of Shaq where he's ni
Ni
hao,
hao,
ni
ni
hao.
hao.
That shit had me
No,
screaming.
no, you got to be specific. You got to get the right team. The Guangdong Tigers.
Said the Guangdong Tigers.
Ni hao,
That
ni hao.
shit kills me, son. Oh man, but it's just like this is not because now I'm thinking to myself, what is next for Dylan Brooks? He's a free agent, right?
With an
So
absolute garbage performance.
yeah, like people showed his stats, like his breakdown game by game by like, and it was bad. And then on top of that, so now think about it, stat wise, you didn't the lights was a little too bright, right? Like, but my thing is that don't matter because niggas get signed still. But then the
Hmm.
problem is the lights too bright and you didn't play so well, right? And then you did all this talking, all this jibber jabbing, and all that shit.
The
The
flim flamming.
Yeah, all the flim flam, and you was bumping your gums just to run from the smoke for 4 straight games. I don't want to appear in front of the media. Dog, what team? Bro, the Rockets not even signing you, Brody. Who are you playing for? The Wizards? Nigga, the Magic? Who? I can't think of a
Pistons.
team in the league. Bro, the Pistons don't want that.
Yeah.
Bro, the Pistons will offer a super max to Klay Thompson before they give you that. Like, they gonna tell Klay, yo, look, what you want? 40 million? Bro, we can pay you that. Like, bro, you gonna pay 33-year-old Klay coming off a 2 year later? You gonna pay him the Superman? Yup.
Yeah, we need something, man.
Anything not to sign Dylan, bro. When he come here, I want him. Oh, we would, but you know what it is? We don't got no cap space. Damn, bro. Damn, bro, I wanted to sign you so bad, bro, but we don't got no cap space, so I don't know what we gonna do.
I'm sure you
But
can
this
go
is bad.
somewhere and get a $200,000 contract.
But this is bad because I 200,000. But this is bad because it's like, dog, you should have showed up and just took what came with this, bro. Like,
Yeah, now you look like
because
a coward.
yeah, now you like a coward and a nigga who can't perform, bro. You can't be both. You cannot be both. You have to, because let's be real here. For all the smoke we give James Harden about his playoff performances, that boy sat in front of the media and took it. For all the smoke we go that we niggas gave the Bucks for choking this series, which we gonna get to in a second. Giannis showed up and took it. Like, that's my problem. Like, you can't play both sides. You can't be you can't shine in front of the bright lights and not say nothing to the media. Like, it's like, dog. So you wasn't ready for the bright lights, the medium lights, nor the low light. Like, you wasn't ready for no lights. You just need the arena to be dark and while y'all play. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is not gonna work. I don't. This is not gonna work, and I just don't see a team seeing that and wanting to pay you top dollar. Like, I can see teams still signing you in the league, but if they do, you gonna have to take a cut. And if
Yeah.
you don't, I think they're gonna walk. They're gonna laugh you out the building. Like, bro, you want 25 million? Look,
I don't
bro.
even. What's his current contract for the Grizzlies? How much is he getting now?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm screaming. I typed in DIL and that shit said Dylan Brooks contract. That was a man,
The
it was 3
Grizzlies
years.
really must not have nobody. They got Ja, they got Tillman, they got Dylan Brooks, they got fucking Bane,
Jackson.
they got Jackson. Like for Dylan Brooks to be starting, they
Well,
must
I
not
mean,
have
no,
nobody.
the problem is Dylan Brooks is a solid player, but the
So,
problem is solid players. Listen, if you're a solid player, the best case scenario is you just play exactly the way you play in the regular season in the playoffs. But when you're a solid player and
and then
then
you
you
fumble, you
get
crack under the pressure.
worse and you fumble and you crack, it's like, dog, you were already getting 11 mil a year, which in NBA, like in the NBA, that's nothing.
That's
Like,
not yeah.
bro, anybody can get 10 mil in the NBA. like, bro, like
Richard
anybody.
Jefferson could come back and get a 10 mil, 30-day
Tristan can come
contract.
back and still get like 3 or 4 mil easy. Like, matter of fact, let me see what Tristan Thompson got. Let me see what his contract was. Tristan Thompson got a 1 year 16. Wait, no, no,
Nah, ain't no way.
no, no,
Not possible.
no. Hold on. Nah, nah, I'm not. Hold on. This the number on this contract. I want to make sure I got it right before I say
No,
it out loud.
absolutely not.
Hold on. Okay, Christian,
Trish.
Tristan Thompson. Wow, signed a 1 year, $16,000 deal
Oh,
with the Lakers, all guaranteed, of course.
oh yeah, yeah.
The whole thing's guaranteed, of course. Uh wow,
He must have needed that. They're like, who the fuck just comes
16.
back for
And
16,000?
he needed it for a hush money payment.
Yeah,
He needed it for a hush money payment. He
I
promised
don't
him
think Tristan
16.
has ever paid hush money because everybody that he
Yeah,
slept with
everyone
has
runs
just
to the
come out, and
media.
he's been embarrassed numerous times. So.
16,000 is crazy, bro. I mean, but granted, like,
He
to
didn't
get
play the
16,
whole series, did he?
yeah, no, he's not going to play. To get
Why they even
16,000,
bring him back?
because that's Ron's boy. That's it. Like, you getting 16,000 to just sit on the sideline and be a cheerleader. I'm with it. And
Yeah,
like you said, he got signed when the playoffs started. So really, I'm getting paid 16,000 for like 2 months of work. Not even no, sorry, 2 months of standing there.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah. You're
doing
probably not
nothing.
even going to practice. Well, he going to practice, but he not participating
He
probably.
just having fun. He just out there hooping,
Yeah,
having fun. For real, bro.
literally.
Like, I just wanted to be in the little playoff environment again, bro. That's all.
Nigga not running suicides. He not running laps. He just in there shooting around.
But
16,000 is crazy.
16,000. That's why when I saw it, I was like, nah, I gotta make sure. I checked like 3 sources before I said it out loud because I'm like, nah, let me make sure this number is right.
That got me feeling like I can go to NBA and get 16,000.
As long as you know it, nigga, yeah. They be like, all right, we'll sign you 1 year, $4,800. You like 4,800? They paid that nigga 5,000. They like literally somebody had that in their pocket and they said, look, give him this. So that's Yeah, Dylan Brooks. Listen, buddy. I don't know what the hell is next for your career. I think
Get
you'll
ready to
still get an
start
NBA
learning
contract.
Chinese, buddy.
Yeah, you better practice your Mandarin, nigga, immediately. So I think he'll still get an NBA contract, but I think again, I think he gonna have to eat crow. I think if he was smart enough, he would understand. Look, bro, I would be better off like that. I was getting paid 12 for the Grizzlies. I'd be better off looking at an 8, anywhere from 6 to 8 mil, and again, Dylan Brooks is not trash. So that's my whole point. Where it's just like, dog, like, yeah, you look terrible under the bright lights, but I mean, your season averages are solid. You're decent. Like, you're a decent player. So it's like somebody's gonna probably want to pick you up. It's just a matter of they not willing to pick you up for that same number after watching this.
How
Hell no.
long has Dylan Brooks been in the league?
I think like 4 seasons. He was drafted in 2017, so this is what his 6th year.
Okay, so he's not.
Or no, this would be his 5th year, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year he averaged 14, 3, and 2 on 40% shooting. The shooting splits are garbage. Like, that's the problem. Like, his shooting splits are terrible. And I also think that's part of his issue is that he can't stop chucking.
Yeah,
Like, it's just like, bro, you've got to
he
stop.
got the opposite issue with Ben Simmons.
Like, there comes a point in time where you just got to stop chuck. I mean, wow, game 5, 8 points, 2 rebounds, no assists, 20% from the field. Unbelievable.
20%.
And then game 3, 7 points, 2 rebounds, shooting 23% from the field. Nigga, wow.
What
Wow.
what was the coach saying to him in the locker room? Was he just saying, "Keep throwing it up, man. You bound to hit eventually"?
What can you say to him? He played the first 2 games. Well, not well,
That's
but he played
he
decent enough.
played. He played how he's playing in the normal season.
Literally, I mean, like literally, like the first game was almost a carbon copy of his season stats. The second game was a little bit below his season stats, and then he just never got back. No, game 4 he played. Wow, game 4 he was bad too. Never mind, he wasn't good at all. He
What
wasn't
happens
good
when
at
you
all.
talk shit, man? And if you can't back it up,
Yeah, and that's the problem. You talk shit, you can't back it up, and then on top of that, it's like, dog, what did you think? Like, you thought what you were going to cook and shut down Braun? Like, bro, you're a good defender, but you're not that. You're not that. And plus, even if you
he
shut
didn't
down
even.
Braun,
Braun didn't even really need to do. His team rallied around him when they heard that poke the bear shit. Is like, oh no, we're not about to disrespect Braun like that.
yeah,
Austin
don't
Reeves
not
was
even
cooking
that.
up on you.
Don't disrespect us like that. Like, as if Braun is the only thing that's gonna. Because think about it, when Braun went missing and Austin Reeves had to step up, that meant a lot for this team. When Rui Hachimura was getting into his groove, that meant a lot for this team. And then so the people fail to realize, like, now that you got Austin Reeves and Rui playing better, all I got to do is have AD out here just doing what AD does, Bron doing what Bron does, and guess what? With all these people playing decently, that's gonna make Dennis Schroeder play better. It's gonna make D'Angelo Russell play better because those are niggas who are infamously streaky.
Yeah,
Both of those niggas, like, they're good for like one game dropping 26 points, looking crazy. Oh, he looked nasty. Then the next game, boy, I am 3 for 13. His asses cannot make a shot. But speaking of not making shots, man, the Bucks lost in 5 to the Heat to Hemi Butler, and boy, I gotta admit, I gotta admit,
I didn't think it was gonna happen.
I did
I
not
thought,
see this coming.
yeah, no, I definitely like. I knew Jimmy Butler was
Uh,
him. He does it every postseason, but I didn't
yeah,
think that he was going to almost single handedly carry these niggas on his back. He backpacked them literally.
yeah.
I
I
didn't
mean,
think it was going to be enough to stop Giannis, and I mean the Bucks would. Everybody talks about Giannis, but the Bucks are a good team.
yeah, the Bucks are a solid team. I think the problem with the Bucks is the Bucks have hit a ceiling, and they hit that ceiling probably like 3 years ago, and they have gotten no better since.
Yeah,
And I
literally.
think it's just not. You can't do that in this league. You can't get away with I constructed a team. My team doesn't get any better over the course of 3 years. You can't do that in this league. It's not. It doesn't work that way because every team gets better, even if their team. Like, think about this Heat team. This Heat team is it's mostly the same. Like, when you look at the bubble Heat team, this is about the same team with the addition of what, like Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. Were they there for the bubble? They might have been, actually,
No, I
but
didn't
they
think
didn't
about
get
that.
burned. If they
Yeah,
were, they didn't get burned. So my thing is, but you just can't stay stagnant in this league and think that it's enough. And then on top of that, you got Coach Bud, who is not that guy. I think Coach Bud, and what I will say is that in the NBA, I've made, you've heard my critiques of a lot of NBA coaches. I think a lot of these coaches are good at raising the floor of bad teams, but they're not good at raising the ceiling of already good or above average teams.
That's a perfect way to put it.
And I think that's where we get into trouble, right? Because a lot of teams will, like a lot of teams were ass. Like this team, when you signed to the team, they were a 20-win team, or they were a 25 or 30-win team. They were terrible. So then you take a terrible team, get them to average slash above average, but now they just need that extra. They need that extra. And unfortunately, the problem is I understand why they stick with these coaches because there aren't enough coaches in the league that are ceiling raisers. And the
Yeah,
niggas who are they're staying at that team. Like I think
exactly.
Eric Spoelstra, the coach of the Heat, is a ceiling raiser, but unfortunately, he ain't leaving. Greg
Why wouldn't
Popovich,
he?
he ain't leaving. Like there's a couple of these niggas in the league who are not leaving. Like so,
So they just keep the niggas that they can't raise the ceiling, but they're decent. They're above the niggas that can't even turn a bad team into decent.
right, exactly.
Why
So
would I
now,
get rid of a nigga that's already improved us significantly
yeah,
for a
and so
nigga that's no guarantee?
yeah, and so you feel loyalty to and I think that's what happens a lot of times, and I can't fault the teams for it. It's I hate seeing it, but it's like one of those things. Well, yeah. Like I mean, of course, because ultimately, like you said, this guy got us here, and we're still a great team with him. But it's like, but when it matters most, this guy's not going to do what it's necessary, and that's we see that every time between Doc Rivers not adjusting to nothing, between Ty Lue not playing terrible lineups, not adjusting to nothing, between
The
Mike
terrible
Malone
lineups is
not
crazy for
adjusting
Tyler.
to anything. It's like you get these guys who just they don't make any single adjustments.
And
They get out there and they watching the game with y'all for real.
yeah, I
They
was gonna say
spectate.
when you talk about adjustments, specifically the Bucks and Miami, why would they just let Jimmy Butler go out there and do whatever? They not double teaming, triple teaming this nigga. They just kept Drew Holiday on him the entire series.
Yeah, and my thing is Drew Holiday is an all defensive defender, but the problem is you also have Drew Holiday like again because the way this team is constructed. Drew Holiday has to play all NBA defense and then still go get 20, or
Yeah,
else the team probably loses. And I think that's just an unfair ask when, like you said, you've got Jimmy out there. You got Hemi out there. Like, look at it. Like, game one, they lose. Drew Holiday has 16 and 16. 16, 7 and 16, but he shoots terrible. You see what I'm saying? Like, game two, he has 24 and 11, they win. Game three, 19. And so it's like, dog, if I don't get 20, we lose every time. Every game they lost, he had 19, 14, 16, 16. The one time I scored 20 and had 25, 24 and 11, that wasn't even my best game. I think 16, 7 and 16 is probably your best game. But
it wasn't enough.
it's not enough. And then, like you said, I'm expected to play lockdown defense on Hemi Butler. And then on top of that, if I don't get my 20, we're doomed. So I got to jack a bunch of shots up. And he didn't shoot too well this series. He shot great in that one game that they won. He shot I would say above average the game after that. They still got blown out. And then he didn't shoot well at all after that. And it makes sense because it's like, dog, you're expecting him to do too much. And I don't understand why. Well, I do. I guess I do understand why because Giannis was coming off an injury. But I felt like they should have rotated Giannis onto Jimmy a few more times during, like, because you could tell Drew Holiday was just being asked to do too
Yeah.
much. Like, you could
I
tell
mean,
that nigga
shit,
was
anything. Get Grayson Allen out there to start kicking niggas in the dick. Something.
But see, look, that's my other point, right? The only additions this team has made in like 2 or 3 years has been Grayson Allen, who can't defend. So it's like, bro, you have no other help. You have nothing. You have no help. You have no depth. You have no like. What are you gonna get out of this team? Like that's the part that kills me because you got Drew Holiday, and then if it's not Drew, it's what Javon Carter. Come on, bro. And then you got Grayson Allen starting, so no one can switch. I have to follow Jimmy all the time because I'm not gonna let Grayson Allen try to get cooked, and I'm
No,
not gonna let
absolutely
Chris
not.
Middleton get cooked neither.
Old ass.
So then, guess what? Who's your backup small forward? It's Pat Connaughton. He's getting baked too. Who's your backup too? Joe
Joe
Ingles.
Ingles, baby.
Bro, he's getting tortured, yo. So it's like,
Like,
dog,
there's no option.
the best bet I have is Jay Crowder, and guess what? Jay Crowder looked terrible when he was out there every game.
I forgot
So
Jay Crowder even got traded to them niggas, honestly.
it's not good, man. It is not good. And mind you, I thought Jay Crowder would have been a little bit better. I thought he would have done more for this team. I thought he should have done more. But I also think that was I don't know. I don't know. I just think this team, it's just this construction is not going to be enough. Adding Joe Ingles and Jay Crowder on paper, Jay Crowder was the answer, but he wasn't. You know what
Like,
I'm
yeah,
saying? Like he
on
wasn't.
paper.
Right. Joe Ingles was never the answer. Never. So it's just like I just don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you got a rookie, Marjan Beauchamp. I don't know how to say his nigga's name. He's 6'7". That might have been your best bet. I don't know his game like that. I don't know if he's a defender for real. But I don't know. Maybe the rook should have got 8 minutes a game. I don't know. Like something y'all needed something. And y'all either y'all don't have it on your roster or whatever. But it was tough, and but then there was the comments by Giannis after the game after the series was over, and I understand what Giannis is saying, and I agree with him to a degree. But I think he's playing semantics, brother.
Mhm. He was frustrated.
Yeah, no,
Like,
and you could tell like he was frustrated off the rip. Nigga was like, "Do you
he's
see
like,
this
you
season as
asked
a
the
failure?"
same question last year, bro.
Nah, it was even before he said that. It was just
He was rubbing his head. He's like,
yeah, but, but Robin is you 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 asked the same question last year. He said, "At your job, do you get the promotion every year?" he was
hey,
saying,
when he said that, I was like, he got a fair point.
he do like,
He dead
he said,
ass
"No,
right now.
no, right? Every year you set a goal is to take care of your family." To like he was sick as fuck, yeah. That shit was so funny. And, like he was spitting, but at the same time, dog, you had the bet. You were the number one seed in the East, and you had the best record in the league.
Weren't they the number one seed last season too?
Uh, think so. Think so. I don't. I actually can't remember off the top of my head. But you had the best record in the what you call it last season or this season. So, buddy, yeah, no, sorry, I'm gonna need you to. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Like you have the best record in the league, and you played against a play-in team who was missing their third best player, arguably their second best player, depending on who you want to ask.
Yo, chill. Don't do Bam like that. What they call him?
Bro.
Nigerian Rudy Gobert?
Yo, that shit kills me, yo. Nigerian Rudy Gobert is insane, yo.
No, Bam be going missing sometimes, but
But you
that's
know what?
still wild disrespectful to call him
It is.
Nigerian Rudy Gobert.
And I think it's disrespectful to Rudy because boy, Bam be pretending like he don't want to hit them boards some nights, yeah. Bam will end the night with like 5 boards, and I'm like, bro, why is Caleb Martin outboarding you, yo?
That
Huh?
nigga, he outworking him, yo.
Like, I'm like, damn, why is this happening, man? Like,
Caleb Martin had some crazy games this series.
And the crazy thing is, Bam averaged 9 boards a game this whole year, which shocked me because I'm just like, dog. Every time I bet on you, you've had 4. I don't
That's an average
understand.
because he be having them fours, but then he has 17 games in a row where
Yeah,
he
he be
drops
having.
12.
I'm like, bro, I don't know. I'm literally looking at game logs, bro. In a game where you played 29 minutes, you had 1 board,
Nah, that's
one
insane for a nigga that's how tall is he?
6'9",
Yeah, that's insane.
1 board. Come on, man. Like, it'd just be amazing. I mean, he had a 5 board game in this series, which is still nuts. Like, I don't see how that happens. I really don't. But even beyond that, like, I'm sorry, this I'm not gonna say like I don't think every season's a failure. I don't necessarily look at it like that. I think you can fail every season and you can fall short of your goals, but like I wouldn't say falling
It's
short
an
of your goals
outright
is
failure.
inherently a failure.
Yeah.
But when you are the number one seed in the East and the best team in the league, you are the favorite to go to the finals and da 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 and all of this, and you lose to a team that was missing their second best player or third best player the entire series. Right? He played 1 game, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He played game 1, got injured, and then that was it. Like, no, no, I'm sorry, that can't happen. That simply cannot happen. Like, no way, bro. Like, and then even the game that they lost, the overtime game to seal it, it was just like To
It
see,
shouldn't have
yeah,
even gone to overtime.
one, and then two, in a game where Giannis has 38 and 20, but then misses like what was it, 12 free throw, 13 free throws. I was just like, oh, this is bad, Giannis. Oh, those allegations, Giannis, they're gonna pop up.
I
It's
understand how
bad.
Giannis can, like, the nigga can fucking shoot threes. One of the only big men that can shoot threes, but still miss free throws like Shaq.
I mean, he could
How
barely
does
shoot
the,
threes. I ain't gonna hold you. That's not really his bag for.
I
He
mean, it's
0
definitely
2.
not as bad, but I mean, I've seen him do it. You never see Shaq do it.
But see, here's the problem. Giannis goes 38 and 20, right? Misses a whole bunch of boards, all of that. But then when you look at the rest of his team, Chris Middleton had 33 on inefficient shooting, but he had 33 nonetheless. Brook Lopez had a solid game, 18 and 10 on solid shooting splits. You already know where I'm coming next. Drew Holiday, 16 points on bad shooting, 16 and 6, 16, 9 boards and 6 assists. It's just that's the problem. This team is not constructed to give you enough. Grayson Allen, 8 points. Pat Connaughton, 7 points. Wesley Matthews, minus 19, by the way, 6 points. Like, and that's my problem because Wes Matthews is supposed to be all right. Well, maybe Wes Matthews can guard Jimmy, but no, he can't. Like, that's my problem. Wesley Matthews is 30 fucking 6. He's 36. Bro, no. No, bro. Put in this rookie nigga, please. I beg of you. For 4 or 5 minutes if you need to. Just to give your niggas a break. But yeah, no, and then in that overtime game, it's just like you said, like you got a Bam triple double. You got Gabe Vincent hitting his shots, and mind you, Gabe Vincent wasn't efficient, but he hit his shots. Kevin Love shows up. Like Kevin Love gives you a
Kevin
double
Love
double.
was just randomly showing up throughout the whole
Yeah,
series.
Kevin Love gives you a double double in a closeout game. I mean, am I expecting that from 47-year-old Kevin Love? No,
Is he really 47?
no, he's 34, but he might as well be 47 to me.
I was gonna say he almost as old as Udonis Hanson.
Yeah, that nigga was born in '88, bro. You old as shit. Sorry, Brody.
He looked that old too. That nigga he looked like a grandfather.
So it's just like, and that's my whole thing. Like, so I'm sorry, this is a failure. Like, it's not a failure because y'all lost. Because if that's the case, then like he was saying, Jordan only won 6 rings. Nigga, he played in the league for like 17, 18 years. So like, yeah, I'm not gonna say a majority of Jordan's career was a failure because that'd be stupid to say. A majority of Shaq's career or a majority of LeBron's career is a failure. That's stupid to say. But there were years where think about it. There were years when like rookie Braun or really young Braun was carrying a team through the playoffs, and if y'all lost, yeah, we'd say it's a failure because you didn't win a chip. But at the same time, we would never say this season was a failure because nigga, you carried a team that shouldn't have been here.
Right, exactly.
So that's what I mean when I say the circumstances determine whether this season is a failure or whether you failed, which I know it's semantics and that's kind of my whole thing, but it's like, dog, I'm sorry, you got to admit that this is a failure as a season, bro. Like, you can't get this far and then get bounced first round by a fucking playing team who is missing their second best player. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Them best player in the world statements is out of here. That shit not in question no more, nigga. You are out of here. You gonna have to earn that shit back. And then the Cavs, I mean, the Cavs just got big broed the whole series. That shit was kind
Yeah,
of crazy.
that was
That was hilarious, actually. I did not think. I mean, them lights was way too fucking bright for them boys.
yo, enough with the
I swear, yo, that's my favorite. You know what I mean? I'm talking about where the guy's looking over his shoulder.
yeah.
He said, "Blood said the lights too bright." That shit kills me. Like, because that's really what it is. Like he said the lights too bright. Shit kills me, yo. Like, because it's so true, son. Like, the lights was just simply too bright for niggas. Like, niggas, and I think Jared Allen even said something of that nature. Like, literally. Like,
Ain't no way.
um, what'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say? Oh man. Oh, no, he said the words. He said the words,
The
the exact
exact
words.
words. The
Jared
lights.
Allen had 9 points and 4 boards, or 9.7 boards. Again, for a nigga that is 6'11",
I
he
was
has
say
7 boards.
Jared. He was out there getting destroyed this series.
Jared Allen said, and I quote, the lights were brighter than expected. Like, bro, come on.
Dog, no way.
That is bar for bar what it is. Like,
That is the excuse of all excuses.
Like, and so that's my whole thing. Like the Cavs were the same thing. You could tell they just got muscled. They just got out. They got big broed. Like you could see it. Like Donovan Mitchell was getting
Yeah,
hunted by Jalen Brunson. He was like, "Yo, let me get a switch. Yeah, let me get him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yo, guard me. Come on."
he's not Hemi Butler, so he couldn't shake him. He couldn't do nothing.
That. And then on top of that, so think about it. Like Donovan Mitchell was being taxed on the defensive end, which means his offense wasn't as good as it had to be. And then down low, bro, Julius Randle and the forwards and centers, Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson were dogging Jared Allen and
Oh
Evan. Yo,
yeah,
Evan Mobley
cooking
has
him.
got to put on like 30 pounds, bro. He was getting hoed in the post. Like this was, I was watching like, yo, he is getting violated. Like you're just getting thrown. Like you getting outboarded crazy. Like I want to see what actually, let me look at the game by game board totals because I don't think them niggas couldn't have won the board margin in a single game. I don't think so. Like let me see. Let me see. Game one, Julius. Oh no, maybe not. Let's see. First game, 51-38, smoked.
Jesus.
Game two. Let's see. We got 36-43. Okay, Cavs won that one, and they won that game. Like it's
Crazy how
like,
that worked.
yeah. Then the Cavs got spanked game three. Let's see them board totals: 42-45. They lost. Yep. So it's like, bro, but it's just I don't see a world where Jared Allen should have 5 boards in a game. 6 points, 5 boards. But I was always been saying this. I was saying this all year that the fact that Jared Allen is only averaging 14 points a game is kind of wild to me when it's like when I watch all the attention that the rest of these guards get, and the fact that the guards are good distributors. Like I don't see how like bro, Rudy Gobert is what is Rudy Gobert's average? Like, bro, no way. Rudy Gobert's putting up what? Oh, why did they bring him back to the same nigga? Rudy Gobert was averaging 13 points, one less point than you.
Jesus
That
Christ.
shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen, bro. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of these useless tall niggas, bro. Y'all gotta
Knee
stop
how?
picking these niggas up.
Knee how?
Yeah. Y'all gotta stop picking these niggas up. Now, granted, even Rudy Gobert actually played well this postseason.
He had to. He knew after that shit with Kyle Anderson, he knew niggas was looking at him like he was crazy.
I'm looking like game one, 8 points, 13 boards. Game two, 19-8. Games three, 18-10, 14-15, 16-15. I mean, what else you want from me? With two blocks, one block, zero block. I don't think Rudy should ever have a game where he has no blocks. But I mean, like that's my thing. It's just like, bro, you niggas is one trick ponies. It's like, bro, if somebody don't throw you the ball right where you need it, you niggas can't do anything. Like, and
Literally.
it's just
Yeah.
that shit is not great for this
I'm
construction of
tall
these
for
rosters.
my ease. I'm not here to work, nigga. I'm here
He
to
said for
succeed
my
easily.
ease.
Lob me the ball and I'll just stand on my tippy toes and throw it in. I'm not about to, try to outmuscle niggas. I'm not about to get boards.
Nah,
I'm
I don't
just
want
here.
I don't want to scrap with none of y'all for
Nah, man. I'm big, but I'm not really hard like that, honestly.
real.
I'm kind of scaled.
And that's really all I got, man. You got anything else on the NBA?
No, I think we've said everything that need to be said. Just knee how to a lot of you niggas, man.
So with that being said, I guess we can get to the whatchamacallit, the NFL draft. And I gotta tell you, interesting draft so far. Definitely an interesting draft so far. So obviously I'm sure people knew, but Bryce Young went number one. Most notably, it was not it was not Will Levis that went number one. CJ Stroud went second, and Will Anderson went third. The Texans, I think they got some good picks. They got some good picks. I think between CJ Stroud and Will Anderson, they got the best defender in the draft. And you got a solid. Well, granted, you got an Ohio State quarterback, so we'll see how that goes. But
I was about to say you got to start. You got to list the positions because I don't watch college ball, so I don't know any of the guys getting drafted.
okay, so first two picks for quarterback. Bryce Young was Alabama's quarterback.
I knew Bryce Young. I mean, it's Alabama. Even niggas that don't watch college ball know.
Mhm.
Alabama.
The Colts drafted Anthony Richardson. He's the quarterback from Florida. He's the dude who pretty much he had a ridiculous combine. Like his game tape is terrible, to be perfectly honest. But
So ridiculous in a bad way, or
no, and he had a great, like ridiculously great combine. Like he came to the
okay.
combine and cooked everything, like
But
wild
tape
40
is bad.
times. Great. Yeah, no, but I mean his tape is just shows that like he's got all the tools. He's just not like it's like it's like one of those kids where like he's super nasty and they're just like, well, fuck it, just play quarterback. And he like just started playing quarterback. So like that's essentially where he's at, where it's like his development is not fully there yet. But I think once he's got all the tools. I think he's got the highest ceiling of most of these quarterbacks. But yeah. So this is one of those ones like he's got to play some more. But one thing I will say is like people fail to realize when Josh Allen came out of the draft, he was notoriously inaccurate. He was terrible. Like accuracy wise, he was garbage. He just had a crazy arm. He could make every single throw you needed him to make,
Right.
and he was relatively athletic. So it was like, dog, he's big body. He can make all the throws we need him to make, and he's got that some athleticism. If we refine this guy, he's everything we're looking for. And it worked out well, of course. But quite often it does not. And so
Yeah.
with Anthony Richardson, I'd be interested to see how it goes. If I'm the Colts, I think they really got to take their time. They better not throw him to the wolves. I think if they do that, you are setting him up and yourself up for failure. I think he's got to sit out a season, in my opinion, at least or at least like 8, 12 games. Like, don't have him playing after 4 or 5 games
They're gonna
because
start him immediately because they don't want to have fucking.
they got Gardner Minshew. I know people gonna laugh at that, bro. Gardner Minshew can start in this league, bro. Look around this league.
No,
If
I
y'all
agree.
think Gardner can start, then you look around this league. I'm telling you.
He's
But
better than
Gardner
fucking Matt
Minshew,
Ryan.
talk about it. So, and that's what I'm saying. And that team last year was decent with Matt Ryan looking musty. So it's like, bro, with Gardner Minshew, you're going to be a better team. So there was no rush for me to play Anthony Richardson. I don't care if the fans are screaming and yelling and booing and where's Anthony Richardson? Bro, listen, this nigga is give him at least 12 games. Give him that whole as long as you can before you bring this nigga out here, bro. Don't bring him. Don't y'all lose 3 or 4 games. All right, yo, come on, let's throw him out here. No, 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 no. Um,
Ain't that what
Seahawks.
happened with Tua? When Ryan Fitzpatrick was still there,
I mean, in a
Ryan
sense,
was looking shaky, and then they just threw Tua out there, and he just stayed out there.
yeah. I mean, pretty much, yeah, yeah. So it took Tua a little while too. So that's my thing. It's like they just be throwing these niggas to the wolves. Um, Seahawks drafted a cornerback, which I think will go well with Tariq Woolen. Cardinals got a offensive tackle, Paris Johnson. He's pretty good. It's pretty good. Them Ohio State offensive. Listen, one thing I'll tell you is Ohio State will produce offensive linemen because how you think all them quarterbacks get drafted so high?
Right.
Them niggas be having the world's cleanest pockets. Tyree Wilson went to the Raiders. Bijan Robinson went to the Falcons. He's a running back. This one was a head scratcher for me. Me and Reef talked about this. You saw me and Reef.
I was talking about this with a nigga at work too. Yeah. So
And it's only a head scratcher to me because he's far and away. I wouldn't say far and away actually, but he's the best back in this draft, and I think he's a really really good back. But
but
what I will say
what do? Yeah. Go ahead.
is that with a team like the Falcons, who have as many holes in their roster as they do, I don't understand the decision here to decide, well, at least we'll have some excitement with a star running back running into what? Like, that's my problem because you had Tyler Algier last year, 1,000 yards rushing and breaking the Falcons' rookie rushing record. You had Cordero Patterson, who, the year before that and the year before that was cooking up. So y'all can put really anybody back here and they'll do what they need to do.
Right. So what did y'all even need him for?
So I do understand the logic of, well, yeah, we've been putting anybody's back here and they've been cooking up. So if I put the body back here, he's gonna go crazy. Sure, in theory. And you know what? And I guess that does take a lot of pressure off of your quarterback who you drafted last year and he hasn't seen the field yet. So I do understand the logic to a degree. I
So
just
that's another thing. Their quarterback. I don't know anything about this nigga. I don't know who this is.
Desmond Ritter. Yeah, they drafted Desmond Ritter last year. He's all right. Again, they sat him for a full year, so I think he should be in a better position to come in and provide some more value to this team. I understand it, and I do think that on paper, this does make their offense more consistent. It makes their offense better. And when you look at a lot of games last year, I truthfully feel like if these niggas had a actual quarterback, like, and I'm not even talking about like a stellar quarterback, but just an average guy, because Mariota is not a quarterback. He's just a runner with an arm.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
at least now, right? Like, if they had Desmond Ritter was a rank 15 quarterback, I think this team could have easily won two more games last year, maybe three. So I do think I understand why they make this play, and I think ultimately it'll probably work out for them. I just don't understand the logic of drafting a running back at 8 when you simply could have drafted an offensive tackle, perhaps, or I don't know, some receivers. Because who are the Falcons' receivers? Actually, now that I think about it,
Calvin Ridley.
nope, he's gone.
I thought his suspension was over, so he was gonna play this season. Did he get traded?
Yeah, he got traded to the
Uh,
Jaguars. Let me look at
uh,
receivers. You have Drake London, who
Drake
you drafted
London. Yeah,
last
let's
year.
say yeah.
You have Scotty Miller, the white boy from the Bucks, and Matt Collins.
I mean, if they this new guy that's just got that's gonna be RB1, they can switch Cordell Patterson to wide receiver because he was a flex anyway, bouncing between wide receiver and RB.
Perhaps, perhaps. And maybe that's what they'll end up doing. But I don't know. I think I was like, okay. You got tight ends. You're good there. Um, and honestly, your O line's not as bad as I thought it was. Your O line's not as bad. So the offense is solid, but just solid, and it really will depend on how Desmond Ritter does. And you've got Taylor Heineke as your backup. So actually, you know what? This offense will be all right. I do think you need some more firepower at receiver because Matt Collins and Scotty Miller is not it, but
Yeah,
it is what it is. But I think this defense is just these guys with these aging defenders that are like past their prime. Y'all got to do something
move
about
on.
this D line is not it. You got Calais Campbell's old ass, Grady Jarrett's old ass, and and I'm not gonna say like Grady Jarrett's all right. It's just he's past where he needs to be. Like he's past that point in his career, and I think like he's played all years with y'all, so I get the loyalty to Grady Jarrett. But Grady Jarrett, I don't know. Last year he had a resurgence, so I don't know. Maybe that's what they're hoping on. But I just don't fully see it. You know what I mean? And then you got a couple other niggas on here who are like, lifers, but guys who they played all right. Like none of these guys are that. And I think like with the chance, I mean, because with that number 8 pick, they could have had Jalen Carter, who was one of the best niggas in this draft. They could have had Lucas Van Ness, one of the linebackers from Iowa, who was nasty, who had 13 sacks and was like I think number 2 in pressures last year. So it's like you could have had a lot of guys who are going to contribute. And to me, it's like that's what you need. I just don't see the need for a back when you've got Cordero Patterson and Tyler Algier. I just don't see the need for a back. I can see the want. I can see the want for it because if you're
I
thinking this
mean,
guy's
niggas always
Saquon,
gonna always gonna want an RB1. That's
yeah,
just
because I get it. Because if you're thinking
it's
this guy's
FOMO.
Saquon, then I understand it. Like if you thinking he gonna come in rookie season 1,500 yards, then all right, I understand it. I get that, and he probably would. He like this guy's good enough. He's genuinely good enough to do this. So I'm not. I don't think that that's ridiculous to ask for, but I just don't see it. It doesn't make I don't see it as the best decision. But so the Eagles right after that take a chance on Jalen Carter, who's the D tackle. He was pretty much rated as the best D tackle in the draft, but he had
Okay.
a lot of character issues and da da da.
What
And
are the
so the
character
Eagles are
issues?
perfect. I don't know the specific ones to be honest with you. I didn't look too far into his shit. He had no contest pleas to reckless driving and racing.
Oh,
Um,
nigga, you act like I mean that's bad, but
I think it was
I mean
something else too. I don't
he's
think it was.
not assaulting people like most of the NFL.
Yeah, but I mean, we saw what happened to the other guy who was reckless driving. So,
He was doing a little bit more than reckless driving.
yeah, yeah, he was. But reckless driving in racing, I mean,
I mean, just don't be drunk behind the wheel.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's that simple, huh? So the Bears got an old tackle. He's pretty good. But back to the Eagles for a second. But I understand why they did this because the Eagles, honestly, listen, and I'm gonna get to it when I
Eagles
get to
winning
like
it
the
all
running
this
back.
year.
The Eagles, this draft has been a masterclass from the Eagles. I honestly like. I'm genuinely a bit jealous because I feel like the Eagles have done this the way that this shit should be done. I mean, I can't see any wrong decision that they've made this draft. It's unbelievable.
The
Uh,
Eagles,
the
these
last
niggas,
2 years, these niggas have been going
yeah, I
full
was gonna say,
balls to the wall, nigga.
yeah.
Like, yo, listen, I want this ring, nigga. I want the no. Yeah, but Pat Mahomes, I want nigga. I will
Fuck Pat
beat Pat
Mahomes, nigga.
Mahomes. Like, yeah,
I'm gonna
like, bro,
we
every
gonna get
year.
that nigga out of here somehow.
But yeah, this is yeah, it's nasty though. Like I could definitely see like they are going all in. Like, bro, this is our window. This is our window for 3, 4. I don't care what it does to our contracts in 2026 or 2027, nigga. This is the window
We
right
want it
now with
now,
Jalen
nigga.
Hurts under contract. If we
Right.
can't get at least a ring or two in these 4 or 5 years this nigga is signed, then we failed. That's it.
Disband the whole fucking
Yeah,
team.
exactly. And to me, I think more niggas need to see it that way. Like, don't sign your guy to a 5 year, 200 and something $1 million deal, and then pussyfoot around for 2 years, and then be like, "Oh, we only got 3 left. Now let's get serious." Like, nah, go crazy off top.
If
Um,
you got a guy like that, a quarterback that's gonna carry you like that, you
yeah,
gotta put the pieces in. You gotta put the people around him that's gonna give you victory.
or even the guy you
Otherwise, what's the point?
right, exactly. Or even the guy you believe will carry you, right? Like because it's like I don't care if you think your guy's the guy. Like if you give him 220 million, you thought he was the guy. If you
Yeah,
gave him 195 million, you thought he was the guy. I don't care if he is or not. Nigga, you better build around his ass and you better act like he's the guy. Because if he wasn't the guy, bitch, you shouldn't have paid him. So the Bears and the Titans both got offensive linemen. The Titans got, I think this guy is actually the best tackle in this draft. He's nasty though, so
okay.
it's a good look for the Titans. They also drafted Will Levis in the second round. So I think the Titans. I don't know. I'm not sold on Will Levis, but I think between Ryan Tannehill and Malik Willis, I think Will Levis will be all right. I think he's a guy they'll probably throw to the Wolves day one, which may or may not work out, but we'll see. Now the Lions. The Lions went with Jameer Gibbs, running back out of Alabama. And what I will say is, boy, do I really like this guy. He he reminds me of Alvin Kamara with just a
Ooh,
better motor. He
a
he
better
he's
motor. Ooh,
he's Alvin Kamara with better top end speed. Um, he's like that. He's really like that. So color me shocked when so many Lions fans hated this pick, but no one really batted an eyebrow at the Bijan Robinson pick. Like I just didn't get it like that because I just felt like these two picks are the same. And to me, these two picks are sort of those picks where the Lions have less holes, in my opinion, than the Falcons do.
agreed.
So I was just confused about why
Well,
people hated
I
this
would
pick so.
think I don't hate the pick, but I would think they would pick up a quarterback.
Hmm.
Unless they just think Jared Goff is going to be the guy. Nobody in their right mind thinks Jared Goff is going to be the guy that's going to take them to a Super Bowl. So
No, not the
you
Super Bowl.
you have well, didn't Jamal got traded, right?
Jamal Williams, he went somewhere else. Yeah, I
Yeah, he
forgot.
got
He went to
traded.
the Saints, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah, so they
he went to the
to the Saints.
Saints.
Oh man,
Him and Alvin Kamara, that's nasty work.
it's nasty work, but that backfield is going to be split. So Alvin
Yeah.
Kamara ain't gonna be no more 6 touchdown games from Alvin Kamara.
Hey, look, either way, nigga, you stop him. That's gonna be a real problem.
But what was I about to say? So they have D Swift. I mean, he's RB1.
Well, I'll get to that in a second because they traded D Swift. You want to know who
Oh,
they traded him to?
no,
They
please no.
traded him to the Eagles.
Oh, oh my god.
So
Oh
they
no, the
traded.
Eagles made out like fucking bandits. Oh my
I
god.
think that was like a fourth round pick that they like. So the Eagles traded
Oh,
a third round. Wait, was it a third for a fourth? I think they traded like next year's third rounder for a fourth rounder this year. And I don't know, it was
and
some it
oh
was
my
some
god.
it was some mixture, but then they also are gonna get a compensatory pick from somebody else. So essentially, they ended up swapping like 7. They got this nigga for the super low,
Oh my
and
god.
DeAndre Swift is on the last year of his deal. $1.7 million. So and they're not even paying him much. This is a steal. It's a
Oh
steal
my
because
god,
even
the
if he plays
Eagles.
6, 7 games and gets injured, okay, well we have Kenneth Gainwell still, so we'll be fine. We've got Boston Scott here forever. We'll be fine. So I think that was a great pickup for them, and
Exceptional pickup for them. Oh my
and
god.
I didn't know it, but DeAndre Swift is from Philly. He went to high
I didn't
school
know
in
that either.
Philly.
Damn.
And so I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, it only makes sense." He was a former Georgia Bulldog, and the Eagles now have like 9 former Georgia players in the last
Oh,
2
the
or 3
team
years on that
chemistry is
team.
about to. Oh
Yeah,
no, these
exactly my
niggas
point.
not.
I was
These
like,
niggas.
"Yo, these niggas are not playing fair, yo. I don't
They
like
winning
this."
next year. They gotta win next
Are
year.
they on our schedule this year coming up? I gotta look. But yeah, so I didn't understand the hate for this pick from the Lions because if y'all watched any of the games last year, it was clear they hated this nigga Swift. Like they
Yeah.
was not jacking him. So I was like, well, they're gonna get it back. Like I didn't think they'd get one this high, but I understand because they're looking at it like, dog, we need a one, a de facto, a definitive one, because now Jamal Williams is gone, and that was the guy we used instead of using Swift. So they're like, no, we need a solidified starting RB1. And with Bijan Robinson gone, literally, I think these are the only 2 guys who, in my opinion, are like, these are the niggas you reach for. So I understand why teams reach for him. I mean, think about it. The Lions are a running back needy team. I know why they reach for him. The Falcons, I don't see it, but it is what
They
it is.
did
So,
it. Yeah.
but the Lions make sense. It makes sense that the Lions reach for him of all people because nigga, I need a back. Like, bro, who? First off, let me look at the depth chart of the fucking Lions. Like, that's the part that kills me. Like, the Lions fans were so mad at this, and it's like, dog, who are y'all running backs? Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all mad as fuck at these niggas for picking them running backs, and they running backs. Look, hold on. Was they signed David Montgomery,
Oh man.
who was buns. Let's be real here. Let's call a spade a spade. David Montgomery's not that guy. And Craig Reynolds. Be fucking for real.
I don't even remember the name Craig Reynolds.
Be for real, dog. Craig Reynolds had 100 rushing yards last season. They don't even want that nigga playing, bro. Be for real. So that's why I was like, nah, I'm sorry. I understand why they got a back, nigga. I'm not letting David Montgomery be my starting back, and then all I got behind him is Craig Reynolds and Jamar Jefferson, who's from Oregon State. Yeah, I remember him. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I need a back. So they got Jameer Gibbs. I understand it. Makes sense to me. Is it a reach? Probably. Who gives a fuck? I needed it. I needed that. Like, that's my point. Like, y'all talk about reaches, but it's like, it's about what's on the board. Now, with that being said, the Packers were right after them. Got Lucas Van Ness. He's a linebacker from Iowa. I've been real high on this guy. I like him, and I think this is a good fit for the Packers on that defense. I think the Packers defense is gonna be real. It's gonna be solid next year. I We'll see how that offense is. But the Packers still have the tools to
Who's
compete.
who's the Packers
Jordan Love
quarterback
is
now?
quarterback. It's Jordan
Jordan
Love,
Love.
unfortunately.
Okay.
But mine is Jordan Love. I mean, their offense is still solid. They still got Aaron Jones. They still got those receivers that they had over there. They got some options. So Steelers went offensive line. Jets, da da da. I'll find the guys who are notable. The Patriots are loading up on their defense yet again. Those sick bastards.
If
Uh,
it's one thing about the Patriots, they gonna have the best defense.
mhm.
That's it.
And then here's the other thing. So the Lions at 18 draft Jack Campbell, right? Who is he is like an old school middle linebacker. And a lot of people hated this too. Hated this pick. And I didn't hate it so much. I didn't hate it so much only because I felt like when it's all said and done, the the Lions linebackers have stunk for as long as I can remember. Like, I'm talking as long as I'm talking 2007, 2008. Nigga, they have never had good linebackers. Who have been the linebackers where you can be like, yeah, yeah, those niggas are good. Those niggas are tough. Never, never, literally never. So to me, listen, I need help at linebacker, and I'm not too mad at this pick. I think it'll come out better than niggas think, but I'm sure like niggas are like, because if you felt like they reached for a running back, then you're gonna hate the fact that they got an inside linebacker because you're thinking like, well, why wouldn't you get a pass rusher? Why would you? Because, bruh, be real here. We're not gonna generate a pass rush. One pass rusher is not going to change it. I need a guy who can clean up and play traffic cop on the back end, like because niggas are going to get through the hole, like, and
Yeah,
I need somebody to be able to clean this shit up when they get them 7, 8 yard gains. Because like you think what one pass rusher is going to suddenly turn his defense into no nigga. This defense was leaking like a sieve last year, nigga. We need somebody to clean something up. So keep going, keep going. The Seahawks got Jackson Smith and Jigba. This receiver from Ohio State. This guy's nasty,
do they
and
need a receiver? They still got Tyler Lockett and DK, right?
they do. This to me was this felt like an insurance policy,
In
and it also
case one of
felt
them
like
gets injured.
yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And it also felt like because Seattle was like, all right, we drafted the best cornerback in the draft with our number 5 pick, right? So Tariq Woolen was a 5th round pick last year. He had 5 or 6 interceptions, so he's like a stud corner for them. So now, in theory, you've got 2 studs at corner. And so I can see why he was like, our pass defense is good, da da da, this and that. Rush defense, we'll work on that in a little bit later. But I'm gonna go back to offense real quick because last year that's what was carrying us through these games.
Right.
And Tyler Lockett, every once in a while, would play like some ass. So listen, we gonna get another receiver, and I think this is insurance long term because I think this is one of those. If we can't work out a deal with Tyler Lockett or with DK, then guess what?
You got him.
like,
They
hmm
gone. Yeah.
so and mind you, Tyler Lockett, I think he's on like a baby deal right now, like some light shit. No, no, I'm so sorry. I was looking at something else. Tyler Lockett signed through 2025, so he's staying. Let me see what DK
He locked
Metcalf's
in.
contract looks like. Let me see what DK's is. He's locked into 2025 too. Okay, cool. So this is
Them niggas really the dynamic duo, damn.
yeah. So then adding a third guy to that, who I won't have to worry about for 4 years with his contract. Yeah, I'm with it. The Chargers got Quentin Johnson, a receiver from TCU, another big receiver. These niggas are in love with just gigantic receivers, like big ass receivers with funny hands. Like y'all niggas love that shit.
How big is
Uh,
Tyler Lockett?
Tyler Lockett's short. Tyler Lockett's like
Well, you
5.
said they in love with gigantic receivers. I know DK
No, I'm
is.
talking about. I was talking about the Chargers now. Sorry, I went to the
Oh,
next team.
okay. I was gonna say I didn't think Tyler Lockett was that big. He looked like a
Oh no,
small
nigga,
guy.
yeah, that nigga's like 5'9", nigga. He's small as hell.
But you said gigantic. I was like, yeah, DK, that nigga, he looks like a fucking monster.
Yeah, you were
But
thinking like, okay, but like Tyler Lockett, like no, it's
yeah,
Quentin Johnson, nigga is 6'3", so it's another receiver. But again, problem with this is another receiver who's I don't get much separation. I'm not the best route runner. I just catch balls over niggas, and I'm just like, why y'all keep doing this? Stop drafting these niggas.
you said this is the Chargers, right?
Yeah, it's the Chargers. This is all they do. Keenan Allen's the only route runner they got. Mike Williams just go get that
Mike
shit.
Williams
This
is like
nigga
fucking
go get that shit.
6'10" or something crazy like that, right?
Yeah. So now you got Keenan Allen, the route runner, and then 2 go get that shit, niggas. Like, go get it. Go up there and go get that. The Ravens signed or drafted Zay Flowers, who I would argue is the best route runner in this draft. So I think
Okay, so okay.
yeah, it's a
Other
good
than Mark
start.
Andrews, he got
Him and
somebody to throw
Odell.
to.
I think this is something.
Ooh,
I think this is
ooh,
something. I think it's
oh,
something.
the
The
Ravens.
Vikings went with Jordan Addison, who's a good route runner, real good. I think he probably should be our 2. The only problem is he's a little light. He's gonna have to put on some weight, but he probably should be our 2. And KJ Osborne should stay at the slot. But
Wait, wait,
honestly, I think.
let's go back to the Ravens.
Mhm,
The Ravens. We were talking about the Eagles, but the Ravens seem like they're trying to contest now too. They actually gave Lamar the money that he deserved. He's the highest paid quarterback in the league now.
mhm.
Just what he passed
He passed Hurts. Yeah, I think
by
they. I
like
think
10.
easily. Yeah, it was
It
somebody
was
stupid.
250 to 260, yeah. So and now they're actually signing not running back, wide receivers for this nigga to throw to.
Mhm. And I
They trying to do something.
And I think on top of that, what I was also thinking to myself was, remember we made all this hoopla about him representing himself, him not having an agent, this contract negotiation dragging out for so long. But to me, once I saw his deal, it all made sense to me. I was like, okay, let me see if this is what it was. Deshaun Watson signed that fully guaranteed deal but that's not good enough evidence that I deserve that deal because the Cleveland Browns are stupid. Okay, maybe that's one, right? Then who else signed the quarterback deal this offseason? It was somebody else. Fuck, there's somebody else who signed the deal. Where was it? It was before Jalen Hurts. It was before Jalen Hurts, but it was someone else signed the deal. I
John Wick
think
went to the Jets. I mean,
John Wick.
anti-woke John Wick. Sorry, or yeah.
I don't remember, right? So basically, the whole Deshaun Watson thing wasn't a good enough of like it wasn't evidence that these are what quarterbacks are getting. This was just okay. Well, the Cleveland Browns are fucking stupid, so they guaranteed all their money to a professional essay artist. Like I'm not. That's not me, nigga. Like that's just what they did. So I don't think that was a good enough case study for him to be like, nah, I deserve everything. But then once I think that's why he was waiting for Jalen Hurts' deal.
Ah,
Like
got
I
you.
wholeheartedly believe he was not willing to sign before Jalen Hurts because he understood, bro. I watched Jalen Hurts play in the Super
He
Bowl
gonna
and
get
look
some bread.
better. Jalen Hurts played in the Super Bowl and could have been the Super Bowl MVP on the losing team. Like,
Yeah.
like so it's like I know he's gonna get broke off crazy. I'm waiting for his contract so I can one up that by 1 million. So I think that's why Lamar was sitting and waiting because he was probably looking at like, dog, I'm not signing early. I'm not leaving nothing on the table. I will wait till he gets paid. And listen, y'all know I'm coming back. I don't care about none of this shit. I'll tell y'all directly, and I'll play my games on social media, whatever, nigga. Y'all know what it is with me. I'm just waiting for his deal.
Hmm.
So I think that's really what this was. He was waiting on Jalen Hurts' deal because the deal got done very shortly after Jalen Hurts'.
Yeah, literally. Like, well, no, it was a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts was. It wasn't like
Jalen
days
Hurts was
apart.
like 2 weeks ago. For
Yeah,
real, like I mean, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, and so it's probably like he was waiting, and as soon as they seen Jalen, and I'm sure the team probably knew too. Jalen Hurts shit came out, and it's probably like, okay, all right,
I know what this nigga about to ask for now. Now that I see this, all right.
yeah, all right.
They giving niggas 250, bro. Ah, I know what Lamar about to ask for. All right.
Because think about it. Now, Russell Wilson got paid that earlier, but Russell Wilson also has a ring, and that was like what last year, year before that. He has a ring though, so that's a little different. Kyler Murray got paid something, but that was 230. You see what I'm saying? And Deshaun Watson got paid something, but that was 230. So knowing him, he probably thought to himself, okay, Josh Allen got 258. That was a minute ago, so they're not gonna say that, right? Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, 230, 230. Jalen Hurts is gonna get signed. And whatever he's gonna get signed is gonna be more than that 230 by far. So he's like, I'm not gonna leave no 25 million on the table. I'm not gonna leave no 30 million on the table. I want all of mine. So
And
I
we
think
talked
that's what
about
it
this
was.
too. Like everybody was making a big deal about and even me too. I thought it was impressive that he negotiated this deal with no agent. But we talked about when you play like that and Lamar is like that, you don't need an agent. The skills talk for themselves. You don't need a nigga to negotiate money when you are him and you
Yeah.
doing shit that is of somebody that's him. You don't need somebody to negotiate money for you. The play and talk for itself.
Yeah, exactly, baby. Unanimous MVP. You think I gotta say shit to y'all?
Unanimous.
Yeah, unanimous, bro. It's only two of those in history. Me and fucking Tom, dog. Like I don't have to say nothing to y'all. Y'all know what it is. Like, like just I'm just waiting for y'all to pay me, but y'all know what it is. So let's keep going through the draft. Da, da, da. First round, nothing left. Oh, the Eagles did draft Nolan Smith, another edge rusher from Georgia. Right, so that's the whole first round, and now that we got the first round out the way, I think right now they're doing like seventh round live. But I'll go to the team drafts, right? Because we need to talk about a few teams.
Right.
Let's start with the Ravens. I'll start with the Ravens, right? They picked up Zay Flowers, was the receiver that they got, and from then forward, from there forward, they got a linebacker, an edge rusher, a cornerback, and an offensive lineman. So I think they kind of made it clear, like, listen, we got Odell, we got a receiver, we don't need backs. We can get an O lineman later. At this point, now we gotta go back to defense. So I like this draft from the Ravens. I don't know these players in particular, so I can't, Tavius Robinson, Caillou Blue Kelly. That's an insane name.
How you Blue Kelly?
It's spelled like Ryu too, like KYU.
Okay. I was thinking Caillou like the bald Canadian kid, but
And of course, his dad was a longtime NFL defender who won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers.
Okay. Got weight on his shoulders. All right.
Yeah,
Skin
not
in the
shot.
game.
Yeah, he in 2021 he led the conference with passes defended. So yeah, okay, 6 foot. So, oh man, what is this? This it's an offensive tackle from Oregon. This nigga's name, you Samoan niggas, boy.
What's his name, yo? Don't leave us in suspense.
Hold on, I gotta listen to someone say it. There's
He
no.
about to go to Google Voice for this. Oh
I'm
man.
gonna just like just from it's like Malay Salah Aumave Laulu. God
Hey, I
damn,
fuck with
boy,
that.
that's a name, nigga.
That's a name right there.
All right, hold on. Let me. I'll send it to General. That shit, boy, sir. What I'm finna do with that?
He said he's Samoan. He probably like 6'9", 350 pounds.
It's all right, you know how we do.
Something light, just lightweight,
It's something like,
light work.
nah, really, it's more like 6'5", 320, but you was close.
How big was Troy Polamalu?
He wasn't that tall, but
He
he
was
probably weighed
he
like
was
6 something.
he was a big boy.
I think
A
from
lot of the weight was in the hair.
yeah, at least 40 in the air. But yes, all right. So that's the Ravens. So I like the Ravens draft. I don't think it's like I don't think it was nothing astonishing, but between the offseason and the draft, I think they did enough. Um, listen, quiet as is kept. I like I like the Panthers draft. I do like what they did. Um, they got the quarterback that they needed in Bryce Young. I think he's very solid. They got Jonathan Mingo, another receiver from Ole Miss.
I love that name.
Yeah, Mingo.
Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah, they got a receiver. So I think he's one of those guys. He's pretty nice. He's pretty nice. He's a big slot receiver. And he's like that. To me, I think they needed it's actually a shame
They
though
needed
because
somebody that was like that.
my problem is they drafted Terrace Marshall not too long ago, and it's like, where has he gone? Because he was on that same LSU team with Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all them niggas. So it's
Oh,
like, where has he gone? Like, where is that guy at? They drafted
didn't
DJ
they?
Johnson. Oh,
They
go
got
ahead.
rid of DJ too, right?
Who we talking about?
DJ Moore, the Panthers.
Yeah, they did. They traded him to the Bears,
So they're
which
pretty much they
they,
starting from the ground up for the most part, right?
yeah, a receiver, yeah, in a
Yeah.
sense. Who are the receivers? Actually, now that I think
I
about it.
I don't know. That's what I said. They started because they got rid of DJ Moore and they got rid of Hubbard last season.
No, they still have Chuba Hubbard, and they added
Wait,
Miles Sanders.
wait. Who was the nigga that left? Wait, they added Miles Sanders.
He's the third
Uh,
running back now.
who was the nigga that left and went to Arizona? It wasn't Hubbard. It was
From the Panthers,
yeah, from the Panthers.
left
That's
and
what I'm
went.
thinking. They got rid of. Oh wait, was it Well, yeah, because they picked him up after Hollywood got injured.
I don't know. Please stop fucking playing, auto playing. What the fuck, man? Oh, I have no clue. I genuinely don't know.
Well, I'm looking at him
Um,
now. He came from the Panthers. Because I picked him up last year thinking, well, since Hollywood is injured, maybe he'll do something. And they never.
okay.
Trying
I
to
see that
think.
the Panthers have a receiver. Their receiver room's not terrible. It's
So
not.
they got a receiver.
They've got Adam Thielen, DJ
Y'all
Chark.
got rid of Adam Thielen?
Yeah, it was too much bread. Too much bread.
Ooh, Panthers. Panthers looking
Um,
good too.
yeah, I mean
Adam
Panthers.
Thielen and Miles Sanders.
Adam Thielen, DJ Chark, Terrace Marshall Jr., Lavishka Chenault, and that Jonathan Mingo guy that they drafted.
Leviticus.
And they got Hayden Hurst at tight end. So I mean, I think they got some solid
Yeah,
offensive options.
he definitely do.
That O line probably stinks. But
Defense probably stinks.
well, nah, their defense was keeping them in games last year. Like their defense
That's
was
true.
what they had because last year they were, you know, The boys were 7-10, but nigga, they should have been way worse than that. They were terrible last year. Nigga, Sam Darnold was starting, dog. You shitting me? Them boys should have won 4 games.
No, Sam like
Um,
that. Yeah.
all right. So let's see who else.
You're not even gonna entertain
Um,
that. You just gonna
not
move past
even,
that.
not even. Let's see what the Lions draft look like, man. Because niggas hated that pick, but let's see the whole picks. They drafted a tight end, 2nd round. I think that probably
It
was
makes
reaching.
sense. Well, it makes sense because they got rid of.
Hawkinson,
Uh,
yeah, they needed
yeah.
one. Oh, this guy's like that apparently. Okay, he's got no, he looks like he's like that. Let's see. Led to the top receiver. Yeah, team high 3 touchdowns. Okay, cool. He led Iowa in receiving, won the Big Ten Tight End of the Year award. He set the school record for career receptions.
Oh, this nigga,
Okay.
he doing the damn thing. Damn.
Yeah, so he's not one of those insane tight ends, but he's a okay. He's not really the best run blocker neither. Well, damn, what the fuck you finna do? 2nd round, great. Brian Branch, they drafted him from Alabama. He's like a safety. I think they needed that after they got rid of Quandre Diggs not too long ago. They never really replaced him. And then they picked up Hendon Hooker. So Hendon Hooker is a quarterback from Tennessee, and if he didn't get injured, I'm gonna tell you straight like this: this Will Levis hype train would have never fucking existed if Hendon Hooker didn't get injured because he tore his ACL, and if he had he not tore his ACL, I think he would have gone so much higher than 3rd round. Mind you, still went in the 3rd round with a torn ACL. His stats were insane.
Damn.
His tape is insane. Like Hendon Hooker was bugging the last 2 or 3 years. Like he was bugging. So I think so they did find a guy to back up whatchamacallit. And I think Hendon Hooker, listen, he's good. He's good. So I think he can easily be the guy to replace Jared Goff. So you know what? I don't love the Lions draft because I think they
But you
reached
can
on tight
understand
end.
why they did it though.
Yeah, I think they reached on tight end,
Again, I
and
don't think they reached on tight end. They needed somebody to replace Hawkinson.
they did, but the problem was there was a specific tight end who was like the guy, and this guy is just a nigga who catches really short clap passes but can't block and do none of that other shit. So like well, hey, look, so is TJ Hawkinson. So I guess so I guess you kind of got like I don't know, sort of regular, you kind of got the same sort of thing, except not totally that, but I don't know. So we'll see. But it's not a bad draft from the Lions. I think the Packers. What did the Packers need? I think the Packers had a good draft. I think between Van Ness and Luke Musgrave, that was the tight end from Oregon State. That guy was if I'm not mistaken, if this is the guy I'm thinking of. He was the nigga who was like that.
The tight end one.
I don't know if he was the tight end one. I think someone went before him, but he was nice. He said I poke bears. Oh man.
Professional bear poker at that.
I'm screaming. Yeah, I be loving the draft reports because it's like strength, oily hips and feet.
Yep. Nah, no way.
I just I'm just reading what it said. I'm just reading what it said, Brody. That's all.
Oily. Oh man.
I'm just telling you what
Nasty
they told
behavior.
me. I'm just telling you what they told me. You not feeling the oily hips, bro?
Not from niggas in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't want none of you niggas with oily. But yeah, the Packers had a ton of picks. I don't know why. Yo, this auto play on the NFL website, burn in hell, yo. This is unbelievable. Stop doing this. But yeah, so they got a solid tight end. They got a good linebacker. They got a decent receiver. They also got another tight end for some reason. They got a couple linebackers again, and they got Sean Clifford from Penn State, which apparently is the guy who made Will Levis transfer to Kentucky, which always is hilarious to me. They got a solid kicker at the end of the draft, and which the Packers sure as hell needed. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And they got Don Tavion Wicks, the receiver at Virginia. You know Don Tavion, of course.
With a name like that, I'm sure I will know him going forward.
Oh my god, please stop auto playing. Fuck's sake. He dropped 14 passes over the last 2 seasons. Routes lack attention to okay, well that's just the cons. Focus drops have been an issue for him the last 2 seasons. I just don't see why you would draft a receiver that be dropping shit. But all right.
What are focus drops? What's that? How's that different from a normal drop?
It's like on the ones where like you're staring at the ball waiting for it to come to you.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Like
You
when you're
look. Oh
focusing on
god,
like yeah, literally like
how do you even drop that? If you see it come to you, what do you
a lot of times because niggas will try
anxiety?
to make
You just
a move. They'll try to make a move before, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to make a move before the ball get there, and I'm just like, all right, it get there, and I'm gonna catch it and turn ASAP, and then do, and then you fuck it up because
yeah.
it's like,
Damn, I should have just kept running and caught it. Man, my bad.
mhm.
I'll get the next one though for sure.
Let's see. So Houston's they had C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, they had Juice Scruggs, unbelievable name.
Great name,
Juice
amazing name.
Scruggs is hilarious. His oily hands. He got oily
Yo,
hands. Chill, man.
we got niggas with oily hands. Is the oily hand nigga oiling up the oily hip nigga?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like them days. Oh man, yo, cut it out, yo.
It's not me. They the ones that gave him. They gave him these designations. They got the oily hand nigga, the oily hip nigga. Just putting two and two together.
Oh man, he strikes with his inside hands and clean upward punch. So if he strikes with a clean punch, he couldn't have had the oily hands. It couldn't have been him.
Nigga, are we talking about the UFC now?
Hey, listen, what are you talking about? What was that? What was he? He was a tight end, right? Yeah. Tight ends be
I mean,
punching.
he is bodying niggas. Yeah, all right.
So yeah. Houston ended up getting what? Two centers, two receivers. Nathaniel Dell. I think this nigga was nasty. He was small, but oh, the Texans signed Robert Woods and Dalton Schultz. Okay, didn't know that.
Didn't the
Um,
Texans already have Robert Woods? Or was that the
that was
Titans?
Titans. Yeah.
Okay.
They
I
signed
be mixing up. They must start with a T.
Henry. Oh, okay. Uh,
Say it. No. Say it.
these Samoan niggas be whooping my ass.
Yeah. Get somebody to say it for you, yo.
You tell me how to say that.
Henry to what do the apostrophes mean?
I think it's like tuo.
Oh,
I
it's
don't know. I
like
don't know.
is
Let
it
me see.
like Susano from Naruto? Is it Henry 220?
I
It's
think it's
like
like
you two
2-0.
2020.
Henry 2-0. You probably gotta say it
That's
slower.
not pretty.
I don't
Henry 2020.
know. He said, "Why is he singing it?"
It reminds me of I was about to say it reminds me of
2-0.
it reminds me of that dinosaur from Monster Hunter. What was it? The Kuluyaku? I don't know why, but it
The cool Yaku. But yeah, I think the Texans had a good draft. It's a shame they're the Texans, but you know how that goes.
that's too bad. Being
Let's look
Texans.
at the Colts draft. So they had Anthony Richardson. I didn't see nothing past. Damn, they had hella picks. God damn. Oh yeah, I got Josh Downs. He fell to the third. Huh. Okay. I'll tell you what, Josh Downs is nice. He's a good slot receiver too. So that's a good look for y'all. Y'all got oh man. And then here we go with the African names. Oh my god. Yo, yeah, it just don't get no easier.
From Samoan to Africa. Imagine being a white dude at the drafts calling these niggas out. You having trouble when you're black. Imagine being a white old man.
you tell me what name that is. Oh, he ran the fastest 40-yard dash of any player over 280 pounds. So
Ada Tomiwa. Ada. Okay.
Bawore, Bawore.
That's the way you said the second name definitely sounds right. I don't know about the first name.
Yeah, come on, Adetomiwa. Yeah, come on, that's easy.
Oh,
Adetomiwa,
okay.
Adebawore. Yeah, that shit like.
Okay, you got you spec do that shit. Yeah, you know what's going on.
Yeah, no, you got to because I don't want to mask up the fact that I might get it wrong. I might be getting that bitch wrong.
No, I
I see.
definitely think you said the last name right. Adebawore. That sounds right.
I seen something. They have like these scorecards. I forgot what they're called. It's like a RAS score, relative athletic score, right? And they use this to grade like the athleticism of players. The funniest shit though, right, is people looked at the Colts like draft picks. Every nigga is like a 10 or a 9 on that scale of 1 to 10 because
God
these
damn.
niggas just be picking athletes. Like they're like, look, bro, I don't give a fuck what you did in high school. I don't care what you did in college, nigga. If you an athlete, bitch, we we want your ass. Hold on, I'm seeing if I can find that thread. Like the Colts is shit. Like, cause I think they showed at least 5 or 6 picks of the Colts, and them niggas was all like green, with no oranges, with no yellows, with no reds. The niggas said, "Nah, every one of my niggas is athletes." Like, fuck you talking about? All my niggas athletes. So, yeah, the draft looks solid. Yeah, I mean, y'all got 100 niggas in this draft, so I mean, y'all should be alright.
Are the Colts in a rebuilding phase?
I mean, they went 4-12, so yeah, yeah.
Damn, they went 4-12. The Colts was getting done like that.
Nigga, Matt Ryan went down. Sam Ellinger was playing meaningful games for the Colts. What do you mean?
Okay, when you put it like that,
Sam Ellinger, like,
this
let's
nigga
see,
say yes in all caps. This nigga is heated.
let's see what the Rams did. Okay, they had Puka Nasua. Love these names, by the way, guys.
Yeah, no, I definitely fuck with the names.
Ooh, that's probably Travius, but I want to say it's Trevius. Oh,
Previous, let's go.
yeah, Trevius Hodges Tomlinson. Is he related
That nigga
to?
have 4 names.
Oh, he's actually the nephew of LaDainian Tomlinson. That's funny. It's not shocking, I guess. Um, okay, I don't know none of these niggas. Oh, the Rams drafted Stetson Bennett though. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see what the Vikings did. We got Jordan Addison. We got Makai Blackman, who was a cornerback from USC. Shorter arms. He has a light frame. Fights to get off blocks and tends to wrap up. Okay, whatever. Jay Ward from LSU, versatile back. All right, so cool,
How
cool,
old
cool.
is Kirk Cousins?
I think 34, 35, maybe.
I was thinking he's getting up there. I mean,
He's 34. Yeah.
he's still decent, but I mean, y'all should start shopping around at some point for a replacement, right? Not everybody's Tom Brady.
We drafted Jaron Hall, an undersized quarterback from BYU. He's not bad, but I don't know if he's the guy. I would have
I
preferred.
mean, that's currently who y'all working with now, so he's not bad, but I mean, he's not that guy.
No, I mean but people fail to realize Kirk Cousins
I,
is
I like Kirk Cousins.
he's the perfect example of a guy who hit like people will never believe him to be a top 10 quarterback, even when he plays like one, because he's perpetually at like number 12,
Yeah.
number 11, number 13. Like that's his bag. Where like
Listen, I
I'm
like Kirk Cousins. When we were doing fantasy, I mean, yeah, even last year, I picked up Kirk Cousins as my backup quarterback. And I think like 2 years before that, he was my main quarterback. It's like I like Kirk Cousins, but like you said, he's 34. Y'all should start getting some shit together for, nobody is gonna play as long as fucking Tom Brady did.
hmm so let's see. Let's keep going through teams. Let's keep going through teams. The Giants, look solid, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care.
Nobody gives a fuck about the Giants, man.
Let's just get to the Eagles because that's really what we're about to talk about. Uh,
Wait, there's more shit from the Eagles? We already talked about them earlier.
well, we just talked about the first two
The
picks.
big ones. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so they got another offensive tackle, and this
Mhm.
guy's probably gonna move to guard, but he's 6'6", 320, so
Damn.
that's great. He's from Alabama, so that usually turns out well. They got a safety from Illinois who was the third best safety uh, on the team or in the draft, and pretty much. I mean, he's one of those niggas. He cracks niggas. That's his job. They saying he
The
one of them.
nigga cracker. I'm
Why that sound
sorry.
like a mixed nigga?
I'm sorry.
Like why it sound like
I didn't mean like if anything, when I was seeing him, man, I was like, this sounds like some shit they were saying Django. This is a One
Oh,
of the
okay,
niggas
that
that
part
break
too.
bulls.
Oh no! All right, all right. So right after that, we got they drafted Kelly. I don't know if his name's Keely Ringo. He's a tall press man corner with excellent speed. Which do the Eagles play that much man defense? I don't actually know. But yeah, his NFL comp is Trevon Diggs, which is weird because Trevon Diggs is not a well, he is a press man corner. Okay, they drafted Tanner McKee, pocket passer. I don't know why. A 6'6" Stanford quarterback who's a pocket passer. I don't understand why.
This
Eagles
might
should really.
sound ignorant. Is Stanford good at football?
Oh, they were when Andrew Luck was there. As of now, I think they're probably average
Well,
at
when you think
football.
about Ivy League schools like Yale, Stanford, Harvard,
Stanford's not Ivy League. Are
is
they?
it? I would think
They are.
Stanford's not Ivy League.
Hold on, maybe I got it wrong. No, they're not. Yeah, fuck no.
I I thought Stanford was Ivy League. Stanford is one of those schools that's up there. Is Brown Ivy League?
Yeah, yeah. Brown, Cornell, a couple other ones.
I swear to God, I thought Stanford was Ivy League. But either way, one of them upper
It's one
echelon
of those ones.
schools.
Yeah, 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 it's one of those ones anyway. So like people, it's so up there. People consider it Ivy League anyway, so it really
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
So you don't expect Ivy League schools to turn out NFL prospect because I mean, let's be honest, it's not a lot of niggas going there.
Well, Christian McCaffrey came from Stanford, so I mean they've got a long line of some niggas. Like every once in a while they have guys. JJ Arcega Whiteside was receiver for. He was never that great in the league, but I think he was receiver for the Eagles actually.
Damn.
Pittsburgh had a. I mean, they didn't have too many picks. They had a first, 2 seconds, and then some 7 rounders. But their first two picks is cool. Oh, Joey Porter Jr. As in Joey Porter. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That's how I know I'm fucking old. Oh my goodness.
Oh motherfucker. Damn.
Seahawks. They got Devin Witherspoon, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. They got a offensive. They got an OLB outside linebacker. Yo, the Seahawks hate drafting linebackers. It's so funny to me. I don't know what their thing is. Oh, they drafted Zach Charbonnet. Okay. UCLA running back. I don't mind the Seahawks draft, to be honest with you. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
no.
seems like a decent amount of teams they did that thing this season. Ravens, Eagles won, Ravens two for sure in this draft in my eyes. Them niggas, yeah, they was doing a damn thing.
Let's see. Let's see.
What I want to know what I want to know what the Redskins are doing.
You mean the football team?
No, you mean the Commanders?
Oh yeah, sorry. We both wrong. They drafted Emmanuel Forbes is a really good cornerback. He had 14 interceptions over 3 seasons. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, so he's a good cornerback. They had a safety who was one of the better safeties. Active run defender, reliable tackler. They had a center who was a he's okay, cool. A guard. So center guard, defense, and then a running back 6 rounds. So yeah, they made it clear like O line and defense. That's it. Um. So yeah, that's what they did. Tennessee, I think, had a solid draft. They got the best offensive tackle in the draft. They got Will Levis. They got a really good back from Tulane, Tyjae Spears. Um. Yeah, yeah. He's one of those guys. They got a solid tight end. I don't know who this guy. 6'7". This nigga's big as hell.
damn.
And that's crazy. 7th round niggas don't even got write ups. That's funny. They got a good run blocker at okay, yeah, of course. Hmm. Oh, no. Solid drafts, I guess. I think the Eagles to me are the real winners here. Like I mean,
Yeah,
they just made a lot of that. Like they are literally just turned into Georgia 2.0, like Georgia U. Like all you Georgia niggas, come over here. We got ya. The Arizona had a solid draft, quiet as it's kept. I think they had a good draft. They answered a lot of needs. and I think their defense should be much more improved than it was. So
But are they gonna be able to keep any of these niggas since Arizona has what the lowest grade as far as team grades go?
oh yeah, well these guys are rookies, so unfortunately,
They just happy to get to the league. It don't fucking matter.
well, even if you're not happy, nigga, what the fuck you finna do?
Yeah, no, I'm a millionaire.
Like yeah.
I'm just here.
So
Standing man challenge. Standing in this locker room. It's rats, but I'm standing.
it's rats, but I'm standing. Oh shit. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's some solid ones. I think people did all right. But anyway, where we at now? Where we at now? I forgot about where the fuck we at. We off of sports. Well, actually, no. You know what? We got one more sports story. It's not a sports story, but it happened at a sporting event, so it's almost slightly a sports story. Um,
Baseball. You could hardly call that a sport.
really, if we're being honest, stickball, yo, come on.
Stickball.
So for for those who are not perpetually online, you may not have seen the hubbub. Uh
Bless y'all not being perpetually online. I'm
yeah, for
happy for
sure.
y'all.
Um you might not have seen the hubbub. Oh yeah, that Maya shit had me, man. I can't if I speak, I'm going to be in big trouble and I do not want to be in trouble. Like, but yeah, so with baseball, if you're not online, you probably didn't see it, but there was some woman who is a TikToker who went to a what game? A
Baseball game.
baseball game, a Giants game, San Francisco Giants specifically. She got to the game, and when she was at the game, she was making content at the game. Using a tripod, setting it up on a tripod at the game. And I'm just gonna give a summary of what happened before I insert any of my
Your
thoughts.
woke opinions and agendas.
Okay, guy.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
should be. You no, you will be. Um, so
I will be. What?
you know you. Hey, look! Don't look in the back seat. Don't look. It's a bobcat back there. But so basically, she went to a game, was filming content at the game. And so I think it was three girls. Everyone, if I'm not mistaken, everyone here is Latina. So just keep that in mind. I don't know what it means, but
I was gonna
maybe
say,
it
why
means
we gotta keep
well, no,
that?
maybe it means something to y'all. I don't know, but like it's just to make sure like we're understanding that this is not like a black white thing. Like I don't,
Oh, it's
it's
not a
just
race thing. It's
every
just
yeah,
everybody is the
yeah,
same.
everybody here is Latino, right? So
Right.
just keep that in mind if that matters to you, right? So these three women behind her pretty much start clowning her, like they're laughing at her, they're putting up their middle fingers, they're saying she's lame, they're talking about her, they're doing all this stuff. The girl is mind you, we only saw the video because the girl ended up posting the entire video on TikTok. And so in the video, she's got captions saying like they were fucking with my self esteem
Did we
and
talk
this
about
happened
this last week, or did we talk about this like just us talking? Was this on the pod last week? I don't think it was.
on the pod last week. No.
Okay, so we could give our opinions on how we feel about the whole situation, and then we can give the updates too.
Yeah. I mean, and it was yeah. Well, yeah.
Since we
So
didn't talk about it last week.
so yeah, so that whole thing's happening. They talking, they doing all this stuff, saying all this shit, doing all this shit. She's basically saying how it fucked up her self esteem, da da da, all of that. And well, essentially that was it. That was the end of what the video consisted of, right? Like it was just her filming this, doing this, and these women were pretty much just shitting on her and laughing at her and clowning her and da 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 and all of this. So what ended up happening was when she posted this video, I think someone spoke on it the other day. That video, as of when they spoke on it, had like 8 million likes.
God.
So that that
Yeah!
that
Eight
kind of is
million
yeah,
likes.
and over I think it was double digit million views. So
Oh my
at least
god.
10 million. So what ended up happening was people online essentially took that personally and decided to find those three girls who were talking shit in that video. They found these girls, proceeded to put, a bunch of their information out there. And I
Mood.
don't
Mood, yeah. As you do.
know. what came of that. And again, we can get to that when we get to the updates. But that was the gist of this, right? They shitted on this woman at this game. She posted a video, and either her followers or just people who were just scrolling by or whatever decided they were going to take it into their own hands, find out who those girls were, and put them on blast. So, with that being said, we can start from the beginning with my feelings, right? One, I think the woman who posted this video is a loser.
Pussy, right?
Among many other things, but yeah, both of those things. Let's start there, right? Let's start on all the things we're gonna agree on because I've got some things that I know people won't agree on. So
Right.
we can start there. We can start with Shorty's a loser for putting this up because it's like, don't
You
ever
know what you were doing when you did
right,
this.
not even yeah, that part too, because you were setting them up for backlash, but then you wanted to play coy, right? Like, oh no, I didn't.
I'm gonna take the high road.
Yeah, like when they go low, we go high. Baby, you did not go high by posting this shit on your page, knowing your followers is gonna get in their ass. Like you didn't go high by doing that. You just offloaded the responsibility of whooping their ass to somebody else.
Before we really into this, do we know how many followers she had? Did she stick like millions of people onto these girls, or
I don't know how many she had. I do know that. Hold on. I have the video of her talking about it. Problem is, when I look now, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nuts now.
mm-hmm. Yeah?
So I won't be able to know what
I
it
mean, if you
was.
have the video, you can go to her page and just see how many. Well, I mean, then again, you're right. She could have got
Yeah, yeah.
more followers
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
literally what I'm saying. Like, and she
Oh,
probably
okay.
did. You know what I mean? Like, so that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying. Like, okay, like we can look now, and it'll tell us something, but it's not going to tell us the full story. Um, so let's see. Okay, stop it. Please stop it. What is with this fucking autoplay? You niggas will not ever let go of, yo.
Absolutely not. No. Why would we?
So let me see. Let me see how many this girl's got. Currently, as it stands, she's got 518,000. Now
Damn.
let's just guess here, and this is probably an overestimate estimation, but let's pretend she got half of her followers from this event, which I think is probably way too much.
But yeah, I think that's a lot. But yeah,
She probably had at least 250, a quarter million before this, right?
right.
So when you posted it to your following of quarter million, listen, as a nigga who had 30,000 followers at one point, bro, you can weaponize 10 bands. You can weaponize 5,000
Nigga,
followers.
you can weaponize 800 people
Yeah,
if
really.
they're all concurrent
Yeah.
and not bots, nigga.
Uh-huh.
Like,
You got the right niggas, yeah. So yeah, like so you know what it is with that. Which is why I say like you a loser because I never respect niggas who ain't gonna fight their own battles and gonna offload it to somebody else. And then I
listen, man,
really
I'm
don't
just sitting
respect
here
people.
getting fucking shit on by these girls, but I'm too much of a bitch to say anything. So I'm just gonna post it online and let my 100,000 followers find out where they live and ruin their lives.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm looking at just the views on her page. She was averaging maybe 40,000 like on the number. Some of these are getting
If you
500,000.
averaging 40,000, then you had to have at least like 300,000 to 400,000, honestly.
Yeah, because the interaction rates aren't, they don't really
They're not the
necessarily.
same. Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
translate. Yeah.
One of these videos had 2 million, another one 400,000, two
Oh yeah, so
million. One
she knew what she was. She had a large audience.
she was cook yo, that
Huge.
video, like she was cooking up before this. She was getting a few million on some of these. And that video has 48 million plays now.
48 million. Oh
And then mind you, even with the caption says, please be nice. Hashtag mean girls, hashtag mean girl. Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
my.
So
Oh yeah,
again,
I'm gonna be
I
real
don't
nice. Yeah.
that's the shit where I'm like, I don't respect that. I don't respect you offloading the responsibility of getting your shit off to your followers. But again, people like you, this is what y'all gonna do. So again, let's start with she's a loser and she a punk. Two, I will also say that if you have a tripod at a baseball game, niggas are probably gonna clown you. I mean, I think that's just sort of, that's
Well, I
just
mean,
one.
I won't even agree with that. I mean,
Bro, if
niggas
you got
just
a tripod and you just taking your shit off and then you redoing it and
no. When you say all that, you taking shit off and redoing it. Yeah, but if you're not think about you at a baseball game. I'm not thinking about, oh, this is some TikTok content creator. I'm
No,
thinking,
you're not.
man,
You're not.
this is, oh, this is a nigga shooting for the game. Okay, so I don't have a problem. But
But the tripod's facing her though. Like that's like it's not
yeah, no,
facing.
exactly. When you put that into the thought process, then yeah, I mean, the shit is kind of whack.
One.
But
So those are the two things I think we can pretty much all agree on. Is there anything else you think we can all agree on? Because then we can get into the points where I differ from some other niggas.
I mean, you probably both different. But let's see. She a hoe for not saying nothing. She when I say hoe, I mean a
Yeah, scary.
bitch.
She's scary. Yeah. Like,
Scared, not like a
no, I know, I know.
um and also she's weaponizing her audience. Yeah,
Hmm.
all of that. Yeah, we agree. We agree on both of that. Yeah.
So, and I'm not talking about me and you disagree. I just mean in
Yeah, no,
general.
I know, I
Many
know.
people disagree right where
I
I was about.
mean, we usually always agree on the same thing for the most part. But
Word. We need to get a right wing nigga on here or something. Yo, Reef, you gotta turn up, yo. Like,
yeah,
come
we
on,
need
yo.
Reef, you need to change your entire political compass just so we can get on here and talk shit to you.
Word, yo. Like, yo, start talking like a cop or a fed or something, yo. What's up with you, yo?
And we need some fat niggas on here to shit on, bro.
We need a fed nigga, yo. We gotta jump him too. Like, so we gonna jump you when
I
you
was
get
gonna say it's
fed.
not even gonna be a debate. It's gonna be violence. We gonna attack niggas.
He's like, I'm just making it clear, like, we gonna do you bad. Like, you not gonna want.
It's gonna be dirty, bro. Before you come on, I'm just letting you know.
I'm just as soon as it starts, like, it just from the instant it starts, niggas get nasty.
Nigga, you know what? Bring your peace with you. I want it to be at least somewhat fair, because
I want some real tension here.
yeah, I wanted to feel like it's life or death for niggas here.
um, but yeah, so with the parts I disagreed on, there were a lot of people who were pretty much just saying like people. A lot of people mentioned and harken back to the age of photobombing, right? Where
Right.
people would just, you'd be taking a
Oh
picture,
yeah,
you
they
take a
said
video of
that
somebody
the
get
girls that actually got, they were saying they were photobombing, right? The
right.
women that actually said it,
I
yeah.
believe so. That's what they said. Now, this is where I disagree because this is where I think you're pussy now. Because you know damn well that wasn't photobombing. Photobombing is to get into frame of somebody's picture. You know they ain't trying to get you. The attention's not supposed to be on you, but you draw attention to yourself in their picture. That's what
Right.
photobombing. That's the whole point of it. You look at a photo, and I'm blowing up the photo because now you're looking at me instead of the original recipient or whatever. You are putting the middle finger up to some random woman. You are calling her lame. You are calling her. This is not what
Yeah, it could all be heard on video,
you
right?
weird ass is what in what world is that photobombing and not I want to fight you? Like you are literally you are instigating. Nigga, that's not photobombing. Nigga, somebody taking a pic. I'm like, look at this lame ass nigga. Like, let this be men, right? And it's three men and one dude. And I'm like, this nigga's a cornball. This corny ass nigga. Look at this lame ass nigga. I'm throwing up the middle finger while he's taking pics. Ah, suck ass nigga. Bro,
That
that's
nigga
not
is gonna
photobombing.
turn around and fucking, yo, you got a problem, nigga?
But
What's
that's
up?
what I'm saying. So it's like the fact that y'all say photobombing, don't you ever try to shoot these girls some bail, right? Because then that gets into point two, which is that these girls are some losers too.
Mhm.
No one here is a winner. Everyone here is a loser. That's my point. I just don't like when y'all try to make it only focus on one person party being the loser when baby, had you minded your business and ate your fucking hot dog at the goddamn baseball game, nobody would have ever found out where you work, dickhead.
Right.
And that's my real point because I hate the fact that there's so much onus on this woman being a punk and being corny and outsourcing all of this harassment to her followers because yes, she's punk and she's corny for that. But at the same time, had you not been an insufferable dickhead, nobody would have ever been on your bumper, dumbass.
Exactly.
And that's the part where I feel like, how do y'all? But I know why some people are missing that because some of y'all want to reserve the right to be an insufferable dickhead at a moment's notice.
I listen. If this was me, I would want to be able to insult this person without repercussion
Hmm.
indefinitely. I don't
Right.
want to. I don't want to face repercussions for
Yeah, that's
this.
what and who wouldn't though, right? But then that's where I get into. Well, that makes you a little stupid knowing that's not how the world really works, and also knowing the girl at the game with the tripod who's redoing her shoes, da da da. Dog, she's doing it for online. She's doing it for maybe it's TikTok, maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's so and so. So my whole thing is, I probably wouldn't have thought this girl was popping, but I would have thought she was somebody
Yeah.
to a degree. Even if you only got 10, 20, 30,000, I would have thought you were somebody. Now, granted, the most I would have ever did was look like, oh, bro, look, that shit crazy. And that's it. I'm over it. I'm not like about to sit up here and like really genuinely harass this girl, because that's the problem. Like, in what world is this not harassment? In what world, if, because turn the cameras off for a second, right? In what world where a nigga got his back turned and I'm putting my middle finger up at him, talking shit about him, knowing he can hear me talking shit about him? You get what I'm? That's harassment. Where are y'all from? Where are y'all from where that's not harassing a nigga? Seriously. If I'm in
Exactly.
a bar and I can hear you talking shit about me and you're purposely saying it loud enough to where I can hear it, it's three of y'all and y'all putting a middle finger up to me when I'm not looking. This sucker ass nigga. Yo, this nigga's so corny, bro.
See,
Lame ass.
that's been my whole thing with this whole situation is I thought that these people were all children. Not necessarily children, but like not grown adults, because what grown adult in their full mind is going to just constantly throw the middle finger like, you lame. Like, these are niggas that just got out of high school. But at the same time, like, y'all y'all need to understand what it is to be an adult. Grow up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel sorry for none of the shit that y'all saying right now at all.
Like, perfect example is right. So once she posted it, right, these girls started getting real. Niggas started finding out where they work for real. Started
That's
finding out
crazy, man.
who they was dating. Started finding the girl's
Oh
dad
yeah, yeah. I saw
and
the
got the
boyfriend made a
girls.
video.
Yeah, the boyfriend made a
Yeah,
video and he shut that shit down and deactivated all his socials.
yeah, because
And the
the
people
video was whack as fuck, nigga. Like,
and they was on his ass. But here's my whole
mhm.
thing. This goes back to what we see happen time and time again, which is there is a way this should go and there's a way that this does go. And every time something goes the way it does go, y'all want to talk about the way it should go, which means nothing when it's gonna go a certain way. And this is what I mean. We
And
can
also y'all
all
talk about the way that it should go. There's different answers for the way
yeah,
should go,
for
because
sure.
the way in my book it should have went. I would have looked up and said, "The fuck are y'all talking about?
What's up
Who
with
y'all
y'all?
throwing it? Yeah,
Y'all
what's
good?
up? Y'all
Yeah.
trying to do something? What's up?"
Yeah. And then now it goes wherever it goes, right? But here's my whole thing, right? When I say that, I also am taking on the ownership of the fact that I might say that, turn around, say that, and them three girls say, you know what? Yeah, we do got a problem, whack ass bitch. And then they want to really scrap. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
there's a
Actions and
risk,
consequences.
there's
That's it.
actions with consequence. Even if I'm right for confronting y'all, y'all still might want to fight me. So my problem with this is y'all live in this world where y'all can behave and act any way, and people are supposed to respond proportionately to what y'all have done. And I'm here to tell you that's never been the real world. If
Yeah.
somebody smacked you out on the street, a nigga might walk away and boom you when you get out the club. That's not
I might
proportional.
not agree with it.
That's not
I don't
proportional.
agree with niggas getting shot, but he's well within his rights to do that since you slapped the nigga randomly. Why you
Exactly.
slap him?
And
Why you slap him?
even if he's not within his rights, he's gonna do that. And that's my point. You can't control someone's reaction. The only thing you can control is what you did in the beginning. And that's my point. I'm not telling y'all that the doxing is insane. It's absolutely disproportionate to what happened. 1,000,000%. But what does it matter when it's happening to you anyway and you brought it on yourself?
Mhm.
That's my point. It's the same thing. Again, it's what I just said. Like, dog, if I'm in the club, somebody step on my shoes, and he like, oh my bad, yo, and I knock him the fuck out. That's not right. It's not right, but it might happen. It could happen, and in that case, that one is a mistake. So I wouldn't even count that one for real. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? But it's like, if like, it's so many scenarios where it's like, bro, you do not get the perfect example is Pusha T and Drake. Drake threw his little shot. I'm gonna let it ring on him like Virginia
Pusha
Williams.
T said, "You
And the
got a
Christian
child
say,
that niggas
"You're
don't
hiding
know
a child.
about."
Your mom and your dad had a terrible relationship. Your mother never wins."
Yo, nigga got muscular dystrophy, yo.
Like, how much time that nigga got left dying ass? Like, dog. This is what I keep telling you niggas. There is no proportionate force when I have real smoke with you. If I really got a problem with you because I felt like you harassed me, you did me wrong, you was talking crazy in my video, when I go home, baby, it's no mercy. I might take this shit. What you did on a scale of 1 to 10 was a 3 or a 4. I'm gonna go home and take this shit up to an 8. And now
I'm gonna
you're
do that
big.
just because I can, nigga. Fuck.
Exactly. And that's the other thing. That's the other thing. Just because I can't, because had she not had that following, she probably wouldn't have went that hard. She couldn't have. And that's the point that I'm making that is so poignant here is that y'all don't be knowing who y'all fucking with. Like, and that's
Treat
the problem because
everybody
this woman is not
equally.
like again. I said it exactly one, but that's too fucking hard for these niggas. But that was the point I was making. Like this girl's clearly a punk, but the
Mhm.
problem is when you are a punk with a following of 250,000 people, baby,
It
I can
empowers
weaponize the
you.
following and
Mhm.
get exactly. It empowers them, and I can weaponize them to do the dirty work for me. Now, granted, you don't know that, but that's part of the reason why you watch your fucking mouth when you in the streets. That's why you just don't talk to anybody any old type of way. You don't just do shit you don't throw middle fingers up at anybody that's trying to record a video and bro, who cares? Who cares? She's
Yeah, where
recording.
even where? That's my main thing. Why do you even give a shit that she was recording the video? What like it literally goes back to she titled it Mean Girls. Y'all bitches,
Was
three
me,
of y'all
yeah.
is Mean Girls. Why y'all even give a fuck about this bitch recording shit?
And unfortunately, the consequences of being shit in the movie, didn't one of them girls get hit by a bus?
I don't think that was the message of the movie, but yeah, that did happen.
Like, like, do I deserve to get hit? Maybe not, but like, nigga, come on, bro. Like, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. And the problem is, some of y'all don't get it until it's too late. And unfortunately for these girls, now they get it. Maybe y'all still don't get it, right? But now you get it because now somebody with more power than you, who's a cornball, who took it to a different. Because mind you, honestly, I would have preferred in this case that you just turned around and barked at me for real, for real. Because now that you see what I'm saying? Like I would have much preferred a fight. I would have much preferred us going back and forth talking shit. I would have preferred getting kicked out the game. I would have
Yeah.
preferred a million things over now my dad business shut down.
Wait. I know one of them lost their job. The dad's business got shut down.
Listen, I'm only going through what they saying in the comments, but that
No,
appears
we
to
gotta
be
we
what
gotta
happened.
get into what. I didn't
That
know that. I know one
what
of
happened.
them like lost their job at Target or some shit, some random who gives a fuck job. But
Okay, yep. So they basically bombed this business with bad reviews, and then they permanently closed the business.
oh my gosh, see, like we said, that's nuts. And the
That's
bitch,
nuts, but
the
you
one that holds
don't.
the page, you shouldn't have did this. But at the same time, bitch, why are you throwing up middle fingers at some
Yeah,
random person you don't
it's
know?
my
I
whole
don't feel
point.
bad,
It's my whole point. I don't feel bad neither because you don't control how anyone responds to your disrespect. You
right?
don't. You don't, and you don't get to dictate none of that. So the easiest way to get out of that, guess what? Is
Don't
not
be a dickhead.
disrespecting random people. You don't know these people. Why are you disrespecting ordinary random fucking people? Listen, I might get a chuckle off. Look at this nigga filming at the game, bro. Like, but that's it. I'm not about to keep because mind you, there was multiple cuts of the video where y'all kept going and going and going. Like
Y'all use
y'all finding humor and finding fun and just harassing and shitting on this girl, cooking her content. Bro, I'm not, it's never that deep for me. And that's why I don't feel no type of sympathy for these girls. Now, if anything, I feel bad, I guess, for the dad, because his business
yeah,
is cooked because my
he
daughter's a
wasn't even a
dumbass.
part of this shit.
My business is cooked because my daughter a dumbass. Like, but other than that, I don't feel bad for nobody here. I don't feel
Mm-mm.
bad. And granted, like I said, like the original girl, like I just think you are filming TikTok content in public. Like, bro, niggas is gonna chuckle, bro. I'm so sorry, but niggas are gonna chuckle. Like, niggas is gonna hee at your shit. Like, like you got a tripod at a Giants game, and listen, they're gonna chuckle. They're gonna chuckle. You're gonna have to get your skin thicker and deal with that. But
You would
on the
think
flip side,
she had over 100,000 subscribers.
yeah, you would
Probably,
think
you
you
would
ready for
think
some shit like this by now.
exactly. You would think you can handle niggas laughing at you. I mean,
Mhm. But on the flip side, This is why y'all gotta watch who y'all, because again, to me, this, you know what this reminds me of? This is the white boy at school, everybody clowning and da 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 this and that, and he come back with the boomer and boom the whole school up. And you thinking, damn, over some insults? Damn, bro. Damn, that's crazy. But guess what, bro? Watch your mouth.
That is crazy, but why y'all treating that nigga like that?
Bro,
To
watch
begin with?
your mouth. That's just the lesson I learned from this. The lesson I learned is, boy, I need to, because think about it. You might look at somebody and they might be a punk. And you might look like a punk. You look like you a cornball. And guess what? You might be all of those things. And you also might still have pull somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Because just because you a punk, listen, we know plenty of niggas who are punks, but they have motion. You could be a punk with money. You could be a punk with a following. You could be a punk that knows real niggas.
Look at Drake.
Talk about. But that's my whole point. It's like, bro, y'all gotta watch who y'all fucking with, because y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. And literally, like, I mean that both literally and like the fact that y'all didn't know. Like y'all don't know. These people can be absolute dorks. And you thinking, well, I'm gonna just clown this dork because you an easy mark. Oh, so you think.
Listen to
Now
the
your
words
dad
you're
can't
saying.
get to work.
Listen, I'm gonna clown this dork because you an easy
Yeah.
mark.
And now
Are
your
we
dad
still in fucking high school, bro?
and now your dad is at home mad because he ain't got a business to go home to. He ain't got a business to go to.
Fuck man, that nigga at home distraught. His whole
That
life
nigga,
over. I can't take care of my family. My house gone because some bitch on TikTok.
man,
No, not because some bitch on TikTok. Because my
because of
daughter,
you, yeah.
yeah, my daughter decided to make fun of some woman on
Because I'm
TikTok.
not going, again, my whole thing is I absolutely can say she allowed this. She created the environment to where these people would get what they got off. But it's like, dog, you created the whole situation. So I
Mhm.
don't care what she did with her platform because she felt disrespected. Nigga, if I feel disrespected and I feel like y'all ops, I literally don't give a fuck about your dad business. So what? Who gives a fuck? Aha, dickhead. Watch your fucking mouth. Like like that's my whole thing. Like if I felt as disrespected, bro, I never will care how much you lose. If you're my op, I don't care how much you lose. I don't care if look, put it this way, you my op and you disrespected me ever so slightly, and I decided, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna ruin your mama's marriage. And you like, wait. Yeah, right? And you like, wait, whoa. How is that? It don't matter about proportionate, bitch. You disrespected me, nigga. It's
I'm
up.
gonna do the proportionate amount of respect that I felt.
Hey,
That's how
nah,
human
no,
emotions work.
no. I know what I'm doing is too much. I just
That's
don't
even
fucking like
funnier.
you. I
Yeah.
just don't like you. You disrespect me, so now it's up. I don't like you. I don't care what happened. Now at this point, I've dehumanized you in my own head. I don't care what happens to you, doggy. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck what happens to you, doggy. People sending you death threats. Aw. Like I don't care. Now, granted, now mind you, the girl posted a video pretty much saying, "Hey, leave these girls alone." Da, 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 which is, I'm like, baby, this is way
It's
too
too
late.
late for that.
This is
Yeah,
way
she
too
posted that fucking days after niggas was
like this
already
is
on their head.
like hold on. I'm on her shit now. That was 17 hours ago. So that was what, yesterday?
17. This shit been going on for oh my
For
god,
weeks.
nigga.
For a
What?
week at least.
Nah, ain't no fucking way. She knew she was doing, bro.
That's
She
what
knew
I'm saying.
exactly
So,
what she was doing.
but the same thing, right? But see, that's why I said she a punk, because it's like you're trying to keep your image while still being you know what
A
I'm saying? Like,
malicious nigga.
yeah. So I don't like that. I don't like I said, no one's a winner here. That's my whole point. Please don't think that I'm ever defending this loser, because I think all of y'all are losers. Every single person here. I think the boyfriend who stepped in is a loser too. Like
I mean,
the dad's the only
even hey,
real nigga here.
let's take it out. Let's take it out. Even this situation outside, I'm finna insult the way this nigga look in general. He look like a loser. Fuck the situation. That nigga look like his name is Tanner.
Oh man, come on, yo. Not
Gunner.
Gunner, not Gunner. No,
Henry.
he said no Gunner,
No,
not Gunner.
Gunner. Gunner. Like what white people name a dog? Gunner.
Yeah. But this is what I mean. Like, perfect example. Like it's just, this is what I mean, because not everybody's built for confrontation. And the problem is when you put somebody in a situation where
Where
they're
they
not
not
built for
built?
confrontation,
Yeah.
they are not going to act appropriately. And that's the thing that y'all always forget. Y'all might be used to this mean girls bullying shit because y'all grew up like this. Girls was giving it to you, so you gave it back. Now you go in public and you give it to somebody who's soft as hell. And guess what? They run to them 500,000 niggas and they get their back up, and now you getting your ass cracked. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. You saw somebody who you thought was light work, and now you getting your shit cracked. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you. You a loser, she a loser, everybody here is a loser. But guess what? One of the losers is gonna win, and it's me, nigga. It's the one with 500,000 followers, and that's the problem, you idiots. If y'all would have sat this one out, then everybody could have been a winner here. Everybody could have just went home. She could have got her content off. Y'all could have enjoyed the game, got your little chuckles. But nope.
If anything, y'all would have been the bigger winners because her content wouldn't have taken off like this. She would have just been at the still same however many followers she had, however many
Yeah.
clicks and
You would have, yeah.
reblogs. And
This shit
she
would
would,
have did 200,000 views instead of 48 million. Like, cause
yeah.
that's what she averaged. I'm looking 101, 95, 86, 79, 77, 60, like regular ass numbers. So you did this. You made her this way. Like you did this. You boosted her and lost your jobs, and your daddy lost his job. Look what you did. Look what you did. Sorry. Like that's just how it goes. So it's just like, please, the lesson y'all should take from this is stop fucking with strangers in public, bro. Leave these people alone. The fuck
What
is wrong with
even drives niggas to fuck with people in public? Like, what do
I
y'all?
baby? I have no clue, baby. I got no clue, baby. Like, like I have no idea. But you gonna learn. You gonna learn one way or another. So it is what it is, man. Prayers down to everyone involved. In fact.
Literally everyone except the father. Everybody else.
Yeah, hey,
Heard
listen,
that.
man, look, let me know when your new business start, bro.
Yeah, let's say. As a matter of fact, yo, let's start a GoFundMe for the
yeah,
father.
not too much on that, yo. He might spend some bread on them. Sorry, he gonna have to get it out the mud.
Just prayers and hopes that he gets shit together, but
Thoughts and
don't give
prayers.
him no monetary
He gonna
thoughts
have
and
to get it out
prayers.
the mud, for real, for real.
He already got out the mud once. Can he not at least get it out like a drawer, an office
Brother,
drawer?
you gonna have to pull them binoculars out,
Dog.
find the mud again, and get it back out the mud.
Nah, this is sad, man. She really fucked up her whole. She fucked up not only her life. She lost her job. She
Mm-hmm.
fucked up her entire family.
Mm-hmm.
Probably her whole lineage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who knows if she had a brother or a sister? Like, if their lives are impacted by this, or if her life is impacted
Oh,
further down the
yeah.
line by this.
Cousins,
She,
aunts, uncles, nephews.
by
She
all
fucked
by
up
this bullshit, you might have ended an entire bloodline just from throwing up the middle finger in somebody's video.
Mm-hmm. And you did this. You did this. So sorry. She just helped. She just said, "Oh, that's how y'all coming." All right, so let's.
Yeah, yeah. All right, man. Yeah,
Say
yeah.
less. And I'm gonna emerge with a good image at the end of this. So like, I really cooked y'all
That's
for
the
real, for
that's
real.
the crazy thing to me. It feels like we're in the minority of people that feels like maybe you a bitch for doing
Like she
this.
was
Maybe
corny.
she,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Are we in the minority on this? Like,
perhaps. But that's my thing. Like, because I think a lot of people, it's no nuance, right? A lot of people look at it like, well, no, like one person has to be the winner and the loser. No, y'all both
no,
losers. I mean,
that's
she's technically the winner because she gonna come out with more followers, a bigger following, da da da, all of that. But
that's what
baby,
I've been saying for months is that people on the
y'all.
internet, they don't know that there's gray areas. It's either black or white. I hate this nigga. I like this nigga. Even niggas in politics on the left and the right, there's no nuance. There's no gray areas. There's no. I don't like this nigga. But I
So yeah,
mean,
so you can't be the winner because I don't like you. Yeah.
exactly. That's what it is. It's literally that. Literally.
Hey, well, again, this is what I always try to tell y'all, man. Y'all just gotta watch what y'all do, man. Because I swear, it's like y'all not gonna win these. Y'all not gonna win these a lot of times. Let's see. Time check. Where are we at? Oh, we are 2 hours in. Damn.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on. I mean, we just been chatting about the NBA and the NFL most of this time, honestly.
You know what? I don't want to push this Jack Harlow thing off. But I think it's gonna be a long conversation. And it's not because it's not. The only reason why I say it's gonna be long because it's not just about the Jack Harlow shit. It's bigger than that. This is just one example of it.
I
Um,
mean, we might as well get into it because, like you said, you don't want to push it off. It's not going to be relevant in
yeah, you're right. Yeah, in
probably
less
a
than two
week's
weeks
time.
because I neglected to mention this, but I'm going to Mississippi for 10 days, so there won't be a pod next week. But I say 2 hours in.
You heard it here first, folks. And this is also my first time
Yeah.
hearing this as well. So
Oh well, yeah. No, I'm literally leaving tomorrow. In fact, to go to Mississippi for 10 days. So, but yeah. So we'll get into it, right? So Jack Harlow dropped a new album called Jackman. 10 songs.
Jackie, great name. His name is Jack. Right?
Jackman. Yeah, right. The cover was like it looked like it was some alleyway in Kentucky. So niggas was like, oh, he getting back to his roots type shit.
Is he from
And
Kentucky? I don't know. Is that his
you know,
roots?
he's from Kentucky. Yeah.
Okay.
So they act like he was getting back to his roots, da da da, all of that. So with that being said, Jack Harlow is 10 songs. From what I'm hearing, early reviews, it's better. It's much better than that last shit he dropped with First Class on it, and it's sort of
Okay.
back to the older Jack Harlow shit that got people into Jack Harlow in the first place.
Okay.
With that being said, there's one particular song on here called "Gang Gang Gang," right?
Right.
And
Right. Right. Right.
let me pull the lyrics up for the song real quick because it's a doozy.
He said the N word. They canceled Jack Harlow.
Not quite. He does. There are definitely mentions of SA in here though.
Oh.
And
Okay.
so what happens is the chorus is ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs because it's gang, gang, gang. Like that's the whole point of the chorus, right?
Right.
And then verse one is he's saying he's home for the holidays. His friend pulled him to the side, like, yo, you heard about Marcus? Like a bunch of girls say he, essayed them in the back of some Target. They say he drove them back there, da da da, this and that, right? And then it goes back to the chorus. The second verse is, yo, you heard about Kevin? Which Kevin? Oh, he got arrested because, apparently he met up with this 10-year-old. Now the kid's saying he got, the M word. Da
Right.
da da. Goes back to the chorus. Verse three, truthfully, it's family till it can't be, gang till it ain't. Twins, but it depends. Brothers until something is uncovered. We dogs until the lifting of the fog. I always got you turns into, well, I never thought you. Years of
Right.
camaraderie suddenly disappear, da da da, this and that. Um, Pictures with him turn to ad campaigns. You got to pull it. Feet held to the fire. We hold accountable the ones we hold dear out of morals, but mainly fear. The choice becomes clear. Da da da. This and that. That's the whole song, right?
Okay.
The nature of the
That
song
makes sense to me.
is
All of that.
pretty clear, right? Which is
Right.
that niggas will scream gang gang gang. These my dogs. I ride for my niggas. Da da da. This and that. But then who are you? Who are your niggas really?
Right.
Because y'all be friends with terrible people, and when it gets brought to your attention, it's like, wait, like, nah, not my nigga, nah, not my dude,
But
nah, not
where does the controversy come in? I'm assuming
my.
people aren't agreeing with his message.
Oh boy, so the controversy comes in where people were pretty much the initial tweet that like was big on this was just like, yo, like I just picked a random song off his album. What the fuck is this? And so people were talking about like, oh well, it's a song where he's talking about how niggas be cool with da 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 this and that. And so people's responses to this was essentially, well, how you know so many people who do this type of shit? And it
For
was based off
example, nigga, it's examples of y'all niggas doing it.
one, and two, it was just a bunch of deflection, right? But the part that blew mine was I was just thinking to myself, like, okay, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all get what he's saying? That's all I'm asking. I'm
They'll
not
say, why are y'all mad at him saying this and not the niggas
asking
that are actually doing this?
because that's what it gave, right? That they were upset with him even making a song like
Bringing it
this
up, yeah.
because this didn't sound like to me. This didn't sound like they were like, oh well, I think he could have delivered this better. Maybe he could have freaked this a little bit different. Which I mean, granted, those are all legitimate critiques
I wouldn't even
because
say this legit. What was wrong with the delivery in that? From
well,
everything you just said, it sounds.
it's the actual way that the verses themselves are written. The
It's kind
verses
of
aren't like they aren't rappy. You're just talking to me in a sense.
okay, okay.
So they're not rap. It's just like he just wanted to get this
Get it
song
up.
off because there was a statement that he had to get through. So basically, long story short, there was a message, and just because you have a message in a song doesn't mean I can't critique the fact that the song may or may not have been good overall,
Right.
right? Like for example,
Right.
is remember when Kendrick did his thing where he mentioned something about the LGBT community and people hated the way he did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the main critique, though, was the way you did it. The main critique wasn't, I hate you bringing this up. It was the way you did it. So it's weird in this case how the main critique is you bringing it up
You
at all.
bringing it up, right?
Like, it wasn't even because I didn't hear too many people say, like, yo, this shit is whack. This shit is like, nobody even commented on whether it was good, bad, whether he could have did something
Listen, I'm
differently.
just gonna say the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
The fact that so many niggas had a problem with this is because a lot of these niggas are doing the shit that he was talking about in the song.
Talk about
Let's just get it out the way.
And
let's
but then
just
the
skate
other
time.
part that I hated, and niggas pull this card every time a white person's involved. Was niggas basically just doing that? Y'all doing all of this for a white man?
Oh, brother.
Y'all
Ah.
like I was just like, oh, so now I'm defending him because he's white. First off, the part that killed me because they was like, why y'all defending it? And I was like, what what does he need defense from? Y'all, you're asking me why am what am I defending him from?
Listen, I have
What does he need
never
defense for?
I've never been a Jack Harlow fan. I have never listened to an album this nigga's put out. The only Jack Harlow the only Jack Harlow songs that I know are the songs where he was on with Lil Nas X. But y'all about to make me a Jack Harlow defender, yo.
But that's my point. That's the question I keep asking. What defense does he need? He made a song talking
He
about
don't
how
need none. But
that's my whole point. So
in the
why
court of
are
the
you
online
pretending?
opinion,
Yeah, right. But why are you pretending this is a defense of him and not just me asking questions? Like, because that's what it is. Like, okay, well, what's the problem with the song? Do you not like the way he delivered it? Because I think that's a valid critique. You can sit
no,
up
I
here
don't
and say,
like how he's making me feel uncomfortable about niggas that I know that
right,
have
right.
essayed people.
Because that's my problem. Like because I had this critique. J. Cole has spoken on a bunch of different social issues, and my critique was never, I don't want to hear you talk about poverty. I
Which
don't want
is
to hear you talk about domestic
Mike Bill
violence.
Cole.
My critique was always, you could have did this a little differently. You could, and to me, I feel like that's a valid critique. For some
Mm-hmm.
people, it's not. But I think that is a valid critique if that's what you lead with. But the problem is when you start with the yo, what's this? What you doing this for? And then 20 evidence points later, we get to, well, I just feel like he didn't do it the right way. Like, okay, well,
What
you
is the
probably
right
should have
way?
led with that. Well, not even that. You probably should have led with that because if that's your 20th thing on the list, that means you don't really give a fuck about that much, right? And then other people started bringing up the fact that, oh well, you did a song with Tory Lanez, so realistic, which yet again a valid critique, but the fact that this came so deep into your arguments shows me that it's not a priority. So the fact that he was white came immediately,
Mm-hmm.
right? The fact that so all of that other shit came. So I'm like, that's y'all real argument. Your real argument is one, why y'all going hard for this white guy when the shit like you
I
just
was
don't
say
like you don't
first,
hear nothing.
I don't want anybody to bring up the faults of the black community. I especially don't want it to be a
But
white
that's
nigga.
another one. That's another one. With this white guy who dips and dabs in black and white culture, what is ensuring y'all that his gang is black? Marcus? White guy's named Marcus.
Yeah,
This
so
white guy's named Kevin.
that makes it even more. So you was really feeling something on that one, right?
But even beyond that, my whole point is this goes back to, and that's why I said media literacy. This goes back to media literacy because I saw someone sit up here. Okay, no, I get the message, but why? What? Like, okay, when Lupe made a song called Little Weapon about fucking child soldiers, did we ask why? No one asked why. Lupe is not, we didn't ask why, right? When J. Cole makes a song talking about his mans like we don't ask why. I don't understand why how is why a valid question of, well, why did you make this song about how the nature of friendships can get twisted when your friends are bad people? How is that a why? Why are we even asking why? Get past the why because get straight to the critique. So to
This
me,
I was going to say this might just be because when we were younger and the song came out, the people that are critiquing Jack Harlow now were kids as well as us, but nobody critiqued Lupe Fiasco when he made Intruder Alert,
yeah,
which is an
it's our
entire
fault.
song about being in the same exact thing that Jack Harlow was talking about, pretty
Yeah,
much.
there was a couple verses. That was the first verse.
Yeah,
The second
yeah.
verse was about immigration. So it's a whole bunch. But no one ever asked Lupe why he was asking about. Now, granted, niggas like, well, Lupe's the guy to do that. Cool,
No, no,
sure.
no. Y'all
It
were
is what it is.
children when it came out. Y'all weren't thinking about it. Now y'all grew up. Y'all know niggas that are committing these crimes, and so now y'all got a problem when niggas are talking about it. That's what it boils down to.
And so my argument with media literacy, right, was that to me, what I will say, and here's my critique of how this went. I think this was a bit surface level, but that's not a bad thing. Please don't ascribe a good or a positive to surface level, because what I was going to say is that what I'm realizing is that as an artist, what the fuck is the point of diving deep when you idiots don't get the surface level?
Yeah, I might as well talk about money and bitches all day.
Like, if I say anything beyond, like you said, like if I say anything beyond what you niggas are intimately familiar with, the immediate question is, why are you doing this? What are you doing this for? Bro, I'm an artist. I'm creating art. Just listen. Just hear what I'm saying and see if you can get what I'm saying. Like you don't have to. Why shouldn't be a question you ask when the artist is now. Granted, I say that as a hypocrite because I've quite many times I've heard Kendrick Lamar doing weird ass voices and
She was
ask
like,
why.
"Why did you do this?"
But I would never ask why about subject matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a difference between asking why did you decide to make this sound and not why did you choose these lyrics.
Right, exactly. Like, so I would sit up here and ask, why this beat? Why this flow? Why this cadence? You can ask why with
Why
those because
this feature, as a matter of
right.
fact.
But like if the song is about some important shit, the song is about your uncle who struggled with his, his homosexuality. I'm not gonna ask you why you made that song. Like if you make a song about your cousin who was assaulted and da da da, and he had to deal with the trauma, I'm not gonna ask you why you made that song. So when you make a song about friendships, again, whether they real or not, real or imagined, and it's about, oh damn, did you hear about a friend? He was, he essayed some girls in Target and da da da. I'm not about to ask you why you made that song. I know why you made the message is what you wanted me to get, which is that we say niggas be our dogs, but like, do we really know who we saying is our, like so
Yeah.
that's my whole thing. Like I just to me the fact that this message immediately like people will pretend that they got the message. Well, if you got the message, then you wouldn't ask why. I don't think so. I don't believe that you would ask why you made the song if you got the message. Now, if you didn't get the message, or if you felt like the message was too reductive or too small, then that might be something else. But that needs to be what you say, because when you tell me it's because he's white, well, then I'm looking at you stupid. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, well, because here's my question: if a white man can't speak to the problematic nature of his friendships, then no one can. I'm dead serious. If you're not gonna let the white man get away with this, then a nigga won't even try. He's not gonna try.
You know
Why
what it is?
would I?
They don't want them to try.
Well,
So
talk about it. Talk about it.
mm,
Because the part that blew mine was we look at all these stats of 1 in 3 women, 1 in 2 women, da da da, this and that. Dog, them stats go to show that chances are y'all either know them niggas or are
you
friends with
are
them niggas,
them niggas.
and maybe not, you don't know who they truly are. Like, but that's chances are. Like, dog, I had an intimate experience with this myself where it wasn't even a nigga I was cool with. It was just a nigga, he
You
was
just
around
knew at
other
a
people I was
cursory
cool with.
glance.
And every once in a while, like, he was, hey, what's up with you? Da, da, da. Oh, yeah, cool, cool. I didn't have his number. I wasn't cool with him like that. We was never boys. But like he was just hanging around niggas that I was hanging around with. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Literally, when I tell you there was one particular night, it's me, him, and these two girls. He's talking to her, and I'm talking to the other one, right? This one girl feeling me, da da da, and he's trying to like impede on that. He's trying to get in with her, like, and I'm like, bro, she choosing, nigga, like, move on, like,
Yeah.
bro, don't
Right.
like when she choose, bro, don't you gotta respect the choice, bro, like, don't do that, don't do that, like
Nah, if
she
I'm
choosing it.
thirsty, nigga, I'm trying to take her from you, nigga. I'm
Exactly.
pulling out my wallet, nigga. I'm throwing money down, nigga.
Yo, he said, yo, anybody want to order something, yo? I'll pay for everybody. Don't worry. I got it like that because I got motion.
Yo, y'all want Rose Chris, bro?
I got
I got a gold card, nigga.
I got crazy bands. It's crazy. Like, but anybody hungry or anything? Like, so it's like he did that, right? He was doing that, and I was just like, and it got to one point where he's like, yo, I'm gonna go to my room, I'm gonna get something to drink, da da da, this and that. He left, and when I tell you these girls, like, yo, listen, we gonna turn the lights off. We gonna act like we good, da da da. So literally they do all of this shit, like, and I'm just like, all right, well, this is y'all room, so I'm not about to tell y'all, nah, I'm not with that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
in y'all room. Fuck it. If y'all saying that's what we on, he was being a little weird. Fuck it, that's what we on. So we do all of that. And he knock, he can't get in, knock, knock, da da da, nobody come back, da da da, and he leaves. He assaulted someone that same night.
He he just had to pick
Like,
somebody.
like you see what I'm saying? So it's
Man,
like, dog,
take
again,
shit, bro.
this wasn't my guy. This wasn't my nigga. But
A
people
nigga
feel
you
like
know?
you are around these niggas. Like these niggas are in y'all sphere somewhere. I'm not telling you they might be your bestie. I'm not telling you the niggas you known since. It might not be what Jack Harlow's describing, where the guy I've known since I was 7. It might not be that, but it be niggas y'all stand next to and y'all support, niggas y'all buy drinks for, niggas y'all keep around because he seems. But so that's the reason why to me it's like it's insane that y'all would like an issue this big, this large that affects this many people. We're then gonna ask him why is he talking about it? Like that's insane. That part is insane to me. Like it's like again, why is Lupe talking about immigration? I don't know. Maybe it's because immigration is a huge fucking issue, dumbass. Like I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe I got it wrong. Like why is he like? So it's just again, and this is not. I will say that I haven't even heard the song. The song might sound bad, is what I'm getting at. Like it might just not sound or flow the way it's supposed to flow. And that's a critique that you can have, and I'm fine with that. But the fact that niggas and well, I can't say nigga in this case, but the fact that
And
a
niggas,
mainstream
gender neutral,
yo, stop it.
race
Yeah,
neutral,
well,
everybody's nigga.
not in this particular case, right? But the fact that a mainstream rap artist is willing to go on record and speak on something like, bro, that's all I'm looking for. Even if
Commendable.
you listen, and even if you don't want to commend it, I'm not gonna shit on it. Like if it's not good, then it is what it is. But like I want you niggas to speak on things other than money, hoes, clothes, and shooting niggas. And if this is what y'all choose to speak on, I mean, this is a tough topic. So again, you're gonna have to handle it with a lot. You're gonna have to handle it the perfect way because people are gonna critique you no matter how you do it. But I'm all right with this. I don't have no problem with rappers talking about this. In fact, I would love to hear more of this because I know Jack Harlow ain't. Listen, if Jack Harlow can relate, you can't convince me the rest of you motherfuckers can't relate
Nigga, the
because
rich motherfuckers probably was doing the shit that he was talking about.
the niggas y'all know and the niggas y'all around. I mean, think about it. We had this issue. What's the streamer name? The streamer nigga who had an issue just like this.
Kai.
Kai,
His
yeah,
nigga.
exactly.
His nigga, yeah.
Right. Kai had an issue. So it's like, dog, this is not this ain't some one-off shit. This happens. And the thing is, it's like no one talks about it. And I remember seeing a post where a guy was like, this the problem when all you do is listen to trap music. And niggas didn't like that. Niggas hated that shit.
Yeah.
And I sort of get it, but to me, the problem is
Well,
it's like
it depends on who's saying it. It depends on who's saying
what
it.
was the black dude who said it. But the problem
It could
is
be right message, wrong messenger, but yeah.
well, you know, it's funny. People said that about Jack Harlow, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's true.
No,
But here's the problem.
It's not even the nigga. This isn't just an issue in the black community.
No,
Children
I don't
and
think it was.
women are being destroyed. What'd you say?
I don't think it was because he was white. I don't think it was just strictly that.
So
That
why would he be the wrong message?
I
In
think some
like
of it was
what?
the Tory Lane shit. They was like, bro, that nigga is a violence against black women. Like you gonna let you did a song with him after that whole shit, and
Okay,
I
Jack
don't know.
Harlow did a song with Tory Lanez after the Meg situation.
It was the What's Poppin' remix
I,
with him, the baby, and
I mean, I didn't like the original West Poppin', so I didn't listen
oh
to
niggas love
the remix.
But what I'm saying is the
Okay, I
problem
got
with
you.
right
All right.
message, wrong messenger in this circumstance is that we are speaking on an issue that affects damn near no, that affects every woman that walks
Every
the earth and
literally.
that is perpetrated by a group of niggas that almost every nigga is in touch with at least once. So it's one of those things where like one, that's that. And then two, if we're speaking on rap and rappers and who rappers tend to be around, you're basically telling me 90 to maybe 95% of rappers can't speak on this issue. And I think that's bullshit
Hmm.
because you're basically telling me, well, if you're a rapper who's ever did work with Kodak Black, or if you're a rapper who's done work with Chris Brown, or if you're a rapper who's done work with abusers and essayers, and like, I think that's a really nasty bar to set because basically you're saying, this is what I meant when I said earlier, if Jack Harlow can't say it, then no one can. Because
Yeah.
that's my whole point. Like, dog, well, then how can anyone talk on this? How can anyone speak on this then? And that's why I'm like, I'm not going for that. I can't go for that. I cannot go for that. So that's what I mean, where this ain't a defense of Jack Harlow. This is a defense of the message. Jack Harlow's just a nigga delivering. And we can critique the way he delivered it all we want. And I'm willing to do that. I would love to do that instead of fighting for the message as a whole. That doesn't make sense. I don't even feel like I should be fighting for the message. But I know why. I know why I have to. But it's like, to me, this ain't about Jack Harlow. This ain't about no white man, nigga. This is about the fact that somebody with mainstream pull is speaking on some shit that no one wants to speak on because everyone relates to it. So it's like, dog, let it be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, dog, like every rapper will tell you about poverty and how it sucked being broke and da 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 this and that. Which one of these niggas gonna tell you about this?
Exactly.
And somebody brought up a thread of songs about this, and all of them bitches was old. Every single one of them bitches was old.
The
I was
most recent song that I can think about that might possibly have any type of relation to this is Ludacris and Mary J. Blige making Intruder Alert. I mean, I just
Lupe.
fuck. I said I said Intruder. I just keep thinking about Intruder
But
Alert.
that's my
And I'm thinking
point.
about Runaway Love with Lupe. No.
Well, Runaway Love was about what was Runaway? Oh, actually, that's a really good question. What the fuck was Runaway Love about?
Runaway
What
Love
were the
was
lyrics?
about somebody being assaulted by their father and running away. Well, I mean,
Oh,
there was multiple verses,
there's
but
multiple verses. Let me see.
think about how long ago that was. How long ago were niggas talking about this subject?
Oh, yeah. No, but yeah, that's on Release Therapy in 2007. Them little niggas never heard this. Again, someone else brought up a song Tribe Called Quest made. A Tribe Called Quest in
Nah, ain't
1991.
no
You
fucking
fucking
way,
niggas. Are
bro.
you kidding me?
Nah, ain't no fucking way, bro.
But that's my
Wait,
point.
why would a nigga bring up a song before we were even born? Nigga, I was born in '93, bro.
Listen, I'm talking just more, right? We got Immortal Technique.
What?
You know what I'm
So
saying?
niggas just bringing up examples, trying to.
Aerosmith, like Nirvana, like this. That's what I mean when I say it's like, dog, this ain't
Ain't
happening.
no fucking way you just said Aerosmith and Nirvana to me, bro.
I did. That's not
And
rap. But what
no,
I'm
I know
saying,
it's not, but I'm talking about like timeline.
yeah, niggas. That's what I mean. So it's like, bro, for a nigga to bring this up in 2023, when's the last song a nigga brought it up? You tell me, like, bro, I promise you, it's been at least 15 years ago, at least 20 years, like that. And that's the point. That's the point, baby. I don't care what era it's in, bro. I'm fine with y'all niggas talking about this every time because every single time, I bet you, niggas is not feeling it, and we know why. Like, like, so listen, like I said, I'm not sitting up there. I don't need to defend Jack from nothing. I don't need to.
I don't need to, but I am. I'm gonna defend Jack for this one. He got my respect after this.
Listen,
I
but it's
didn't really fuck with Jack before this, but I do now.
yeah, like listen, like I said, I'm willing to like, and that's my whole thing. Like, it's real simple. Like y'all niggas, all he got to do is no, all
Yeah.
any of you niggas got to do. Gunna, go ahead and do it. Lil Durk, go ahead. Any of you stupid niggas, go ahead and try it. I don't listen.
Future, please, I'm
I'm
begging you,
oh,
please,
please.
please, Future, put out an anti
If Future put
SA
out
song,
an
yo.
anti-SA
Nigga,
song,
you'll
bro,
be the greatest artist of all time,
I
nigga.
am moving him above Lil Wayne, nigga. I swear. I
Nigga,
swear.
Future is already in my top 5. If he makes an anti-SA song, that nigga is top 1, above 1, top 0, top.
Top zero.
That nigga's Top Gun, Maverick.
That's one of those you look like, hey, Jay Z, go take a seat for me.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you. Just go and take a seat for me real quick. Just real quick. Just real quick. Come on.
Nigga, I feel like no, I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. No, I was about to say some actually I was about to say some wild shit. I was about to say if Kanye made an anti-SA song,
Nah,
it
he's
would
cooked. Nah,
absolve
he's
him
cooked.
of all
Yeah,
the shit he
nah,
said. But no, that's kind of wild. That's wild.
yeah, nah, he's cooked.
yeah,
But listen, I ain't gonna hold you. It would carry some weight. It
it
would
would.
carry some weight.
It would. It definitely would. Yeah.
So that's my thing. And now, don't get me wrong. I think the reason why, and you know what's funny, like whether niggas like it or not, like y'all saw the way Jack Harlow was getting slurped when his album was trash. So I'm here to tell you right now, you better get ready for the slurpage for this one because they're gonna
I'm
slurp
about to
this
be one
crazy.
of the most slurping.
But no, what I'm saying is like that
Get this
first
nigga a Grammy.
that the album with First Class on it. People slurped that album up, and I listened to it, and that album was mid. It really was.
Nigga,
Like
he's
you could
white.
just
Of course it was me.
no. But like his earlier shit was good. It was genuinely good. I would say it was. But like that shit was mid. You could tell the difference. So my thing is if they slurped up that mid because the label was pushing it and the label pumped mad money into it and people still was rocking with. So if the label did that for some mid, boy, I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. You have not heard the last of who our friend Marcus. You ain't heard the last of that. I assure you. So
Is
listen,
is the beat on the song at least good? I might listen to it because I fuck with
um,
the message.
yeah, I would say listen to it. I don't. Again, I haven't even heard it yet, so I don't even know what it sounds like. It might not sound good, and that's okay because the message is the message. I don't give a fuck what it sounds like. Again, the critiques are valid because if you want to really critique it, like yeah, sure, go ahead, go ahead. I don't care though, is what I'm telling y'all.
Well, no, what I'm getting into is I already brought up Intruder Alert by Lupe, and I
Which
don't mean to keep bringing it up, but
which
it had an amazing message and it also hit. The song
sonically,
was amazing.
mhm.
So I want to see if this Jack Harlow song is also good.
Well, hey, well, I'll tell you what, it remains to be seen, but we'll see what go on with it,
I'll
man.
listen to it and we'll discuss it in maybe 2 weeks if I remember it. If not, because I don't care enough to write it down if I like it or not. So if it's so good that it leaves an impression, then I won't need to write it down. I'll just bring it up in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I'm not gonna remember it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we'll see what's up with it. We'll see what's
We'll
up with
see.
it. But, that's all I got for this week, man. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'm definitely. I said Intruder Alert so many times. I'm definitely about to go listen to that song after this because the shit was
Intruder
like, yeah, no,
alert.
it's Lupe. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
yeah.
look, you ain't gotta convince me. I promise. Lupe was in my top five for the long. He still is actually. So
He definitely not in my top five now, but he.
I still put him up there. Y'all
I
got
mean,
hard. You
I
gotta win
don't.
me over.
I don't take lyrics into my top five. I mean, it's a part of it,
Oh yeah.
but his antics now that he's not in the limelight have kind of. The nigga is a fucking Bushido samurai now. Actually, you know what? That actually makes that
Hey, look,
might push him into my top
that's,
five. Actually,
that's what I
this
was trying to tell niggas, man.
yeah, that nigga is a trained
Bro, you
samurai
can rap
now.
like this and you a samurai, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
yeah, Lupe top five, top five, top five.
hey, look. He do another anti essay song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm moving him to
Nigga,
4.
fuck four. If he do he already did one. Nigga, one is enough. And then he's a samurai. If he does another one, he's top one. Top one on one. Top one a gunner.
All right, look, man, it's been cool, man. Episode 93, man. We getting up out of here. Y'all be easy, and I won't be here next week, so y'all just have to hold yourself over with old episodes. So we out.